spills out of the dark, locked up behind your lips. It's blooming out of nothing but a thought, like secrets that slowly slip. Shadow in the spotlight, no stars inside, chasing the daylight. If you don't care, I don't care. We're out after midnight. You're glowing like the writing on the wall. I finally meet you again. We're slowing down under the moon, painted trails where we've been. Shadow in the spotlight, no stars inside, chasing the daylight. If you don't care, I don't care. We're out after midnight. We're out after
Feel my arms holding on so tight just when you need it most. Feel the freedom of being careless, just being in love. Everything will be alright through the darkness, through the night. No fear anymore. No fear anymore. No fear anymore. Why the smile on your face? Don't fake it. You don't have to pretend. What a fear in your eyes will make it. Just take a chance. The thing that haunts you, leave it behind you. The ones that love you, let them guide you. Everything will be alright through the darkness, through the night. No fear anymore. No fear anymore.
I say something, it's out of line. I say it again, another time. I spoke freely when I was 17. I said the kind of things that no one was letting me. I pick you up, I pick you out of a crowd. How does it sound? Am I as loud as you want it now? I'll make you come up to my cloud. Best believe I'm not coming down. No, not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. This is my chosen thing. I'd rather smoke something. I could probably blow a ring. I'm opening up as a singer. Nobody wants quality, they only want quantity. They keep ignoring me, it's boring me. I wanna be paid, I want double now, or I will not tell you how to get to my fucking cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll pick you up, I'll pick you out of a crowd. How does it sound? Am I as loud as you want it now? I'll make you come up to my cloud. Best believe I'm not coming down. No, I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down. Oh, I'll make you come to my cloud, 'cause I am not coming down.
Hello there. I hope I pushed all the right buttons. Didn't go that smooth though. Good evening. Hello. For me it's evening. Hello. How do you do? Almost weekend for most of you. For me it's weekend. Cheers. With coffee, that is. Audio's a bit low. Hold on, let me fix. I can do this. This is Unix, I know this. Volume seems off today. Oh, Carl, thank you so much, mate. That is appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. And that went wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to fix my mic here. Your volume is fine. Mine is off, probably. That's the issue. I hear myself way loud, like my ears hurt. Here we go. I think this is better. Okay, here we go. Hello guys, how do you do? This is fine. This seems fine. Friday night. Time for some chill. I'm doing Q&A tonight. I decided to do Q&A. So if you have Panic221, thank you so much, sure, that is appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. Volume levels seem okay. Another one on the works. 9 months in a row. Nine months in a row, boy. You could create a baby in 9 months. Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay, never mind. So how are you guys doing? So I'm going to do Q&A tonight. So whatever comes up, I don't know. We'll see where we're going to. And I know somebody has one question. Somebody was watching, so I prepared a little bit of preparation. I had a short time span, so I did a little bit. And I want to look into. I wrote some things down which I could do if I'm out of questions. So something like the Home Assistant 9.5 beta, since there's a component in there now. So yeah, a new one, an integration. Sorry, I should say integration. And HACS. I still use the custom updater, so I want to upgrade. And I don't know, to maybe some additions to the awesome list, and maybe there are PRs or so. Audio out of sync. It's just me. YouTube. Uh-oh. Can somebody confirm? I cannot fix it though. That's the main issue. That's the main issue. Let me check real quick myself. Let me check real quick. I should enable it. Oh, on YouTube I'm still watching something else. Okay, never mind. YouTube is in sync on my end. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the chat here real quick today. Let's go through the chat. But today is Q&A day. So if you have any question, and I'm not like the all-knowing guy, but I could maybe help you to the right solution or point you in the direction, or maybe I can show you, or maybe it's, I don't know. Anything is okay. Add-on development, me, whatever. I don't care. Opinions. I'm good in opinions. Mostly salty ones. Let me see what's going on in chat real quick here. Need my choo-choo fix. Well, sir, good enough. You're in luck today. Confirming test. Well, thank you there, Max. Welcome to the stream, mate. And good evening, Alan. How do you do? Daniel's here. Hey, mate. First Friday it is. Yeah, it is Friday indeed. Sir, good enough. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Howdy ho. Ton-K. It's Ton-K, right? Ton-K. Okay. Choo-choo, everyone. Carlo, are you here? Lucas asks that. Yeah, he is here. I saw him. Welcome to the weekend. Hell yeah, it's weekend, that's for sure. Second, no, not second Firespire, but good try. Piston third, nope, not third, but good try. Got my home Wi-Fi up and running just in time. Here we go, Thomas. Good job, mate. Choo-choo. Mr. Banani's in house. Hey, mate. C. Costin, first time tuning in on Twitch. Choo-choo. Well, welcome to Twitch, mate. Twitch is quality-wise a lot better than YouTube, in my humble opinion. The stream is much crispier and better of quality. Welcome to the dark side. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Evening, homies. Hey, Gary, how do you do? Oh, Home Assistant retweeted. That's cool. Grumbo. Ask anything. Cool. What does a red cow give white milk when it eats only grass? Why does a red cow give white milk when it eats only green grass? Okay, you're going to spoil it, right? Hashtag science. Sure. Hey, Timo. Hey. Alpine 3.10 is out now. Yeah, it is out. When did that happen? Last week. And the Docker containers got available yesterday morning. For me, yesterday morning. So I've been upgrading like hell. Nothing is released yet, but I'm going to upgrade all the add-ons in the next couple of days. YouTube buffering, we had a piece. Thanks, Frank, for the lovely add-ons. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. Network MD, that's better. Yeah, let's go. Are these new Monster Cat songs? Yes, they are, Firespire. I got a couple of new ones. Track info, fixed that during your question. So, good. Thank you for saying that. And guy drunk as F. Which guy? You're in the train, Firespire? Like you're I don't know, on your way home, I hope. Peter, hey Frank, hey mate, how do you do? Thank you for tuning in. TCAS. That was your thank you for subscribing, mate. That was very cool. Juan, how do you do, mate? Thank you for tuning in. You've been busy lately. I saw on Twitter you've been busy on reinstalling and resetting up your system. That's cool. Looking forward to a more detailed instruction video on that piece though. And DJ Frank is in the house. Hey Brian, how do you do? I'm not a DJ, but I think you'd like to tunes then. Yo homies. Cheers with coffee. We're all skeptical. There's nothing in it. No. Coffee. Volume is fine. First time on Twitch too. Yeah, let's see what else is going on here. There's subscriptions. Audio auto sync. We had that piece. Thanks for the stickers. Hey Alan, you got the stickers. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Good to hear. There's another batch I need to send out this week, and next weekend would be the next batch for next month. So, and then I should be all up to speed. Hello everyone, sync is fine, sync is fine. I just subbed. You did, Spider? Nice, thanks mate. I did not see the notification, did I? Did I miss it? I see audio on sync, but resolution is down somehow. I can assure you I'm sending out a way lot of bits. On, I don't know, I don't even know what resolution I'm streaming on. I think 1200p. Docker and Docker and Docker. No, we're not going to do Docker and Docker and Docker, but I'm going to show you in a sec, mate. I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to open Twitter and show you your questions, and then we'll go dive in. We're going to dive in. I've just finished moving my last of my node to ESP home. No more MQTT. Question is, should we put all eggs in one basket? What if Otto dies or gets bored? Well, if Otto, let's take the board example. I like the board example a bit more. Let's take the board example. Let's say Otto gets bored, right? First of all, it's open source, so the source code will still be there and the latest release will still work. But let's assume it doesn't work anymore and it's not available anymore somehow, which I highly doubt. Yeah, you could always just flash into Tasmota. And if they get bored, I'm pretty sure something else popped up. So I would not worry about that, to be honest. Can you quickly tell us about that Docker on Quantum Tick? Yeah, I'm going to show the Twitter in a second. Will I get ponies? I don't know. You've got a little girl, right? So you probably are going to be like in ponies for, I don't know, in a couple of years. Like in a year or two, it will be you eat, sleep, and breathe ponies. Okay, and unicorns. Don't forget about the unicorns. Just set up HA Cloud. Can I use remote KI to get MQTT? The HA Cloud cannot do MQTT. HA Cloud is a web service, like it serves web pages and not services like MQTT or the database connection. So, Jeff, that's not going to work. The Hookup. What's up, Frank? What's up, The Hookup? You did a great video, by the way, and thank you for the shout out. The Hookup did a video on Unify. He's busy on a triology, I guess. It's a triology, right? So he did one video on the hardware, and now he's doing a video on the first setup of Unify, which is kind of cool. And thanks for the shout out in that video. It was kind of cool. And what's that? What's up? Working on it. Here we go. Happy Friday, Greg. Welcome, mate. Do you have PoE security cameras? No, I wish. I wish I had. I do not know what to buy, to be honest. I have no clue. I have the best camera I have was 19 bucks on AliExpress. It has PTZ and night vision and does RTSP and 720p. It looks great, and but I need some cameras outside, that's for sure. And what's that? What's that? Irony. Oh wait. Ik ben super. Hey Frank, I got a question. Did you ever do the RFID project? Nope. Time is short. I wish I had more time for the project, really. Irony need to be put airdrops. Not sure what that's about. HO on Docker is pretty much has.io supervised add-ons containers on a single Docker instance. That's absolutely true. We'll dive into that. Quick hardware question: 1.8 quad-core Atom or 2.93 core for has.io? None of those, Piston. I'm sorry. Oh well, probably the dual core. I'm not like a big fan of the Atoms. But I'm not sure. You should look up the benchmarks for sure. That's probably best. I've got a video coming out for you then. You've got a video coming out for me? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I've seen the cameras. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that piece, by the way. Do you know what ports need to be added to the firewall for ESP-Home HA API? No. In general, I use a rule for allowing IP traffic from the HA to the devices. So the whole SIO IP is allowed, so no specific ports. I just do the whole IP. And for ESP-Home, you definitely need an MDNS repeater. If you have two different subnets, you need the MDNS repeater, since ESP-Home relies on MDNS to show those little green thingies on the dashboard. But yeah. Tico, hey Frank, hey Tico, thank you for tuning in. Emilia, Frank, the PTC camera never looks when it's needed. Yeah, that's true. That's true, but it's just one camera to play with. Hey, Simply Garner, how do you? Yeah, on cameras. Mark Coster, in one of your streams, you stole the idea to make a multi-sensor of light switches, since they're always on the kill bit. Oh shit, it's getting busy. I didn't know it can. I think I have this only once before. Thank you guys. I could not read the names, but thank you both. Thank you both for the subscription and follow. That's appreciated. Yeah, I've been working on that little project. It's right here. Look how pretty. So this is like the switch to turn on and off. There's a motion sensor in here as well. There's a temperature and humidity sensor. There's an ESP here, another board here, and I'm working on that piece actually, really slowly. So this is my new multi sensor built for in the walls. That's what I'm working on. So it should fit in a European wall socket. That's the idea. It's alive. It's alive. Gotcha, I only have one 883 and 883. MDS is repeating as port 3. Okay. Greg, got my config almost completely configured to packages. Once you figure it out, it makes changing your config easier. Yeah, absolutely. Make it doing packages or any form of configuration splitting that makes sense to you is so helpful. I recently started using that IDE from Cloud9 and I loved it. That's cool, Tico. It's probably going away. That's a sad story. It's alive! Network ID is alive. Tico, do you have cameras inside your house? Yes, multiple. My cameras are even hooked up to like one of those alarm like watching, how do you call it, centrals. So if the alarm triggers, they can look into my house. So that's cool. They get a live feed. And yeah, that's about it. We're down in the chat. So let me open up Twitter here and then I'll switch to my desktop and let's see and start with the first question I received today. So if you have anything for me, want to show me something, or I don't know, just drop it. Let me see, where is it? I did reply though. Something is wrong. Okay, make it a little bigger and let me switch to my desktop here. Hold on, here we go. Welcome to my desktop, here we go. Hello, hey Jesper, how do you do, mate? How did you convince your wife family? I personally don't mind, my girlfriend was a bit scared of the idea. Did not convince, it was just... we did it. There was nobody to convince here. We both really like it. I'm going to tune up... oh, that's a bit too much. If the music is too loud, please let me know. I'm upped it a little bit for my own pleasure, but it has probably something to do with you guys as well. So the thing is... holy shit, what did I do? I think I speeded up the playback. Where's the speed up? Playback. Normal speed. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Juan Antak, he tweeted, working on a tutorial video written guide. Stay tuned. I'm not going to make that guide he did, and he's going to do like he does a guide as no other. I'm not Juan Antak. He's the master of the guides, I guess. But nevertheless, there was a question here by Carlo. So this is basically Docker and Docker. And no, it's not. It's not Docker and Docker. And the reason why I know is because this is a screenshot of Portainer, and there's nothing wrong with it, but there's here, Portainer is running in the same namespace as the add-ons and Home Assistant and the supervisor. So that's how I knew how the setup was. So my answer was no, it's sharing the Docker instance. So our HasIO add-ons under the HasIO supervisor, which is under the Docker platform, are in the same level. They're on the same level, all next to each other. Just one Docker instance. I know it feels like there is no spoon. Okay. So then a lot of questions come up, and yeah, let's chat, let's explain. And I said, come on, hop over to the stream, I can show you what's going on. This is not that hard. It's just weird. So there's a let's discuss real quick what Home Assistant has, right? We have basically we have 3 installation types, maybe 4. It depends how you look at it. We have virtual environment, so that's manual install. We have Hasbian, which actually installs a virtual environment, so it's one. So we have virtual environment install. We have the Docker base install, which Carlo, you are currently using. I've been watching your YouTube videos, and you're running one like big Docker Compose thingy, which is fine. It's absolutely a good method, and it's a fine method, but it does not give you this, the HasIO add-ons, right? That's missing on your install, I'm pretty sure. And let me see, I'm missing something here. The Netherlands is trending in the Netherlands. Who knew? Oh man. Yeah, it's missing. Yeah, it's not available. That's because, well, you are managing Docker and HasIO is not there. There's no supervisor running. There's no, all the HasIO stuff isn't there. So this is missing on the Docker way, and which is pretty nice to have, right? So and then we have HasIO. And a misconception about HasIO is that you can run HasIO in Docker. Well, you can, but what HasIO is, it's not an operating system. HasOS, however, is an operating system, but HasOS is just an operating system to run HasIO on. But HasIO can be run on like Ubuntu or Debian or whatever you like, right? Or some people do it on Unraid. I've seen Synology. Never mind. It's just you need an operating system to run HasIO on. And HasOS, which is an image you can download for Raspberry Pi or an Intel NUC, is just basically a small, tiny operating system that runs Docker, where HasIO gets installed in. But you can do the same on any other, like Ubuntu machine. Then comes the Docker part, right? So how does the Docker part work? Well, generally, HasIO is just a Docker manager. So actually you have your Docker. Just your Docker is there, and HasIO manages it for you, like how you would do it with a composer file. So yeah, is it true then if you make a copy of the whole Home Assistant folder and you go to HasIO Docker's install, that will make a good backup of the system during an upgrade? And no, HasIO has actually something else. Because HasIO is in control, it knows exactly where everything is. So in HasIO, you can simply make a snapshot here. So let me up the screen size a little bit. I could make a snapshot here for my configs, my SSL certificates, specific add-on data, or like a total full snapshot, create it, and I could download it, and then that's it. So that's a full snapshot. But basically, if you copy in your just your Home Assistant configuration, yeah, you basically be covered for your Home Assistant install, but HasIO is more, right? So we have Grafana, and we have, I don't know what things you have running. So why would HA maintain a Has Docker image and HasIO Docker image? Because they're technically a little bit different. They're not far off, but they're different. All images provided by HasIO have some extra capabilities and logic that makes them talk to each other. So besides it's just being Docker, those Docker images all have the right tools and stuff in there to talk to each other via APIs, for example. So this makes it possible for an add-on to be installed, to be detected by Home Assistant, and pop up the automatic configuration of the integration. So that's something that's being like appearing at this point. So if you have MQTT, you install the MQTT add-on, you start the freaking thing, you go to Home Assistant integrations, it sees you've installed the MQTT add-on, it asks if you want to configure it, you click yes, and it's done. No data to put in. The same goes for AdGuard, which is a DNS filter solution, ad filter solution, which is common to Home Assistant 9.5, the next one. If you would install the add-on, Home Assistant would pick it up and ask you if you would like to have the integration activated, and then you click yes, and it's pre-configured and done. So that's all easy. Same goes for like upgrading specific things. I saw your video, Carlo. You did an upgrade on your system, and you did a Docker Compose up and upgraded all the things, which scared the freaking hell out of me, by the way. I do not like to upgrade everything in one go. I think that's just scary as hell. But in case of Home Assistant, it would just, like, this is my production system. I probably haven't updated things. So in this case, Crony, I haven't updated Crony. Let's update Crony here. So let's update it right now. This is my production system. Here we go. And done. Like, all the other things just kept running. So that's kind of cool, right? So let's discuss what it is and how it looks in reality. Let's do that for a minute. What I've prepared for you. Tico, why is Cloud9 go away? Cloud9, the company, has been bought by Amazon. Amazon took the product, killed the team, and ceased development. Is there any plans to expand the docs for Z-Wave to MQTT add-on? I don't know. Maybe. I would like to move to this, not sure of all the GUI settings. There is documentation. If you look for Z-Wave to MQTT, it's the official project by the Open Z-Wave Alliance, or group or project, not sure what it is. But if you look for Open Z-Wave, you can find the origin of the project, and there's a detailed manual there. Simple Google away. So what I've prepared, let's go to what I've prepared for you here. It would probably be easier to start from. Let's go. Oh. That's weird, my task switcher is on a different screen. So I've prepared a little something. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a virtual machine here running Ubuntu. And we're going to install Hasai and look how it looks, right? And I'm going to do this super fast. I'm not going to do like step-by-step tutorial on how to do this, but we're going to do this. So I've created a simple machine, and I've called it Oh My God Puppies. And this is basically my development environment, but I just stripped out all the automatic installation of Hasai. So this will result in an empty Ubuntu setup. So let's up this machine so we get an IP, and then I can show you what's going on. So this is getting Ubuntu Bionic. Here we go. I want it to go on my LAN. So I'm not booting up a totally empty machine. That's the idea. It does have some forwards and mounts and stuff, but that's just because this is my dev environment, but there's nothing in it. It's just an empty machine, nothing gets installed. And we're going to explore how it looks and what you can do. I also have a Raspberry Pi available, and maybe I could switch to that while this is coming up here. I have a Raspberry Pi, it's called Hasai local. This is my freaking test Raspberry Pi. So this is just Hasai on a Raspberry Pi. And basically this thing is the same, right? This runs HasOS, it runs Docker, and in Docker, like in HasOS, runs the supervisor. So what you basically can do, since Docker is there, Docker is available. So we could go into Portainer here. I could open it up, and I could, I don't know, see everything that's going on here. I could spawn new containers as well. So even HasOS, I could just access the underlying Docker and spawn additional containers if I wanted to. I could add a container here. So that would work. So even on HasOS, like, you can still run your own containers if you want to. And let's see, need a password. Okay. Voila. I have a machine. It's 10.10.10.150 is the IP, and I think it's called, oh my god, puppies or something. I guess. Let's SSH into this machine, and here we go. Oh my god, puppies I called it. Not sure why, but puppies, I felt like it. So this is just Ubuntu. Nothing special, nothing going on, it's empty. I am going to make myself root. I'm going to have to update is already done, so I'm not root. This is an empty machine. Let's go now and install AS.io on this machine. Oh. So I have a little gist here, which has been used pretty much, but there's also it's also in the documentation. But this is just nice because it's copy and pasteable and small. If I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. So basically we're going to copy the requirements. We need these things. Going to paste it in. There we go. So this installs, like, I don't know, a network manager, some apt utils, certificates, curl, JQ, a network manager. So these are just packages you need. So just one copy thing. Oh, pom 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 pom. So that's done. Next we're going to install Docker, right? Because we need Docker, right? Here we go. Single command line Docker install. Come on. Is the network manager required in this step? Yes. Absolutely. We need the network manager because how AS.io communicates with the OS that's running on is via dbus, and the network manager has dbus support and stuff. So.
Cookie.
Cookie, thank you, hon. Great. So I've just installed all requirements, right? I've installed Docker, so I could probably do Docker info. Here we go, Docker info. We're running something. I hope it's big enough, by the way. We have Docker. Docker run, exec. We also want cookies. Cookies. Okay, Alpine. I don't know. Alpine 3.10.0 ash. Oh. No, X. Let's pull Alpine in here. Look, I'm not in Alpine. Docker run minus IT. I think I forgot, but right. Man, I suck today. Here we go. So I'm now in a Docker container. Pretty cool, right? So Docker, nothing special. Docker images. We have Alpine, which I pulled down, which was created 64 hours ago because it's a new one. But here we go. We have Docker. So far so good, right? So what you would normally do, Carlo, is create like the composer stuff and composer up Docker stuff, and then, well, we go all the containers and links, and right? Agreed, right? Is Carlo still here, by the way? He's silent. We also want cookies. I'm sorry, Juan. I hope it's a big enough to eat. Agreed. Okay. So this part is easy. This is like the universal, the same thing as the way you would do a Docker install versus AS.io. Next, we have this little thing here, and this runs the AS.io installer. It does a lot of magic. You can look at the URLs, just a bash, like an SH script, so you can look into it. But let's just paste it in. So now this is the hard part. We're installing AS.io. This is always like a bit difficult, right? Oh shit, is it done? So that's it. I'm not kidding. That's it. Should I run this directly from my Ubuntu laptop running Docker? This is what I've been doing. I'm running this straight on a virtual machine in VirtualBox. So This thing is called Oh My God Puppies. This is it. It's just a bare Ubuntu machine. It could be like a laptop with Ubuntu, it could be a virtual machine with Ubuntu, it could be, I don't know, you could have Raspberry Pi or Raspbian, although that doesn't make sense since you could probably better choose for HasOS in that case. But yeah, that's it. So we just installed HasIO. So how does this look? So this machine is called Oh My God Puppies. So if I'm correct, I could do Oh My God Puppies.local. So am I in 8123. There we go. It's preparing. It's preparing. Okay, this is expected though. Somehow it does this. But you refresh a couple of times and then it should be back. And we should be well presented with the Home Assistant onboarding process. Here we go. We're going to onboard. Hi, I'm Frank. My password is Frank. Here we go. Where am I? I'm in Amsterdam. Absolutely true. And I'm about 60 meters above sea level. Not in Amsterdam though. Finish. Okay. Save login. This is what you guys are familiar with, right? So we just like installed like HasIO on an Ubuntu machine. I'm going to put a warning out though. Home Assistant and HasIO expect you to maintain and to keep the Ubuntu underlying updated yourself. So there's things involved that like requires you to update Docker. That's something HasIO is not going to do for you since that's your operating system. In case of HasOS though, that's different. HasOS is being maintained by HasIO, but as soon as the operating system underneath it is not HasIO, well then, yeah. Could I map this HasIO container to my existing Has config? The answer is yes. If you run this way of installation, you could do that because I'm going to show some different methods, but let's go to the virtual machine. So the stuff is installed in user share HasIO. There's a folder here, and this is where all the magic happens. You find a folder with add-ons. There's a backup folder here. This is where the backups go. We have Home Assistant here, which is the config folder. This is a little bit weird though, because inside Home Assistant it's called config. So if you access it in from Home Assistant itself or from the Visual Studio Code add-on or any add-on at all, this folder is called config. It's just outside of it where it's called Home Assistant. Share folder, which is a generic folder that is shared across add-ons. SSL goes the SSL certificate, so that's cool. So if we go into the Home Assistant folder right now, hey, this looks familiar, right? This looks familiar. What you could do actually is replace this folder or symlink it to somewhere else, or make a bind mount, or mount it from, I don't know, a network attached storage. What I do, for example, my Home Assistant folder is mounted from a different location, and so is my backup folder. My backup folder and share folder is actually mounted from my NAS, so my backups go straight onto my NAS and do not stay on a device itself, so that's kind of cool. These are things you can do as soon as you run Ubuntu, but remember, you can break all the installation by effing it up. So so Home Assistant does not take care of the operating system for you if you run Ubuntu, and some experience is required. So for example, sysctl disable modem manager is something I definitely recommend if you're using a USB stick with Z-Wave, because it can interfere. But these are the things that I don't know, that's things that's expected for you to handle, which makes kind of sense, right? Okay, let's continue on this piece. We've now have installed it. Let's go. We want to do some nice things. So let's start with I like Visual Studio Code. This add-on is just this is so easy. Okay, let's start with this thing. Is I love this thing. Let's start with it. But this is the stuff I'm having already, minus the HasIO. True, that's why I like it. It's best of both worlds, and I'm going to show you why in a sec. So we're going to install Visual Studio. And I'm going to install 2 more add-ons. Visual Studio, we want Visual Studio to show up here, right? We want it in the sidebar. You're going to access it probably a lot. So let's do that. So there it is. And let's start the freaking thing. So that's done. What else do we need? I wanted to install Portainer because we can show you stuff in Portainer. That's importante, muy importante. Here we go. Yeah, let's put it in the sidebar as well because that's just beautiful looking. Yeah. Oh, this is going wrong because this thing wants to access Docker, and Docker is by default protected for add-ons, so add-ons cannot access Docker itself. But there's a fix for it. There's a button here. So disable protection. Case, hey Case. Case Hollout is in the house. Hey Case, how do you do, mate? Thank you for the follow. That's appreciated. So let's disable the protection mode, which is required. It gives the add-on access to Docker, which is actually needed since it's Portainer, right? So that's its goal. So let's try again. It should now start properly, so that's cool. It's shown here, it started, it's green, it's nice, it's beautiful. Then I like a terminal. I like to do SSH. I'm going to disable SSH itself though, because I'm interested in a terminal. So let's install this freaking thing. This thing is absolutely a Swiss Army knife and is almost like you're on the host system. But I rarely touch my host system, to be honest, because it's not needed. So my host system, it's here, it's still here. We've installed it. I run a couple of command lines, I just leave it. And generally I don't touch it. Just updates, that's it. I do not install anything in here that's not needed. I keep it clean because, well, everything else can be in containers, which is pretty easy to replace and up and do. Okay, I'm going to disable SSH access because I'm not looking for SSH at this point. Let's show it in the sidebar because I like a terminal. Let's start this freaking thing. Screen. All nice, all looky. Anything else? Oh, let's start with this. So we've installed Has.io. I've actually installed Ubuntu. I've installed all the requirements. I installed Docker. I installed. Is there anything you lose by going to Has.io on Docker? YAML access, etc. I'm going to show you in a sec, mate. So let's say we go into this terminal thing right here in the front end. So this is all web-based. And this looks a little bit familiar, right? So we have the config folder here, which contains familiar files, right? So let's say we want to do a YAML lint on the configuration. Oh, it actually has warnings already, so that's cool. But all this I just did. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but we're in 10 minutes now, 15 maybe? I've installed Ubuntu, Docker, Has.io. I got the terminal up and running. I got all my favorite tools here. I could do Has CLI if you like that one and show the, I don't know, entity list. Oh, there it is. There's just a Persian Frank. Please try that in any other thing. You cannot do it that quick. Let's go into, I don't know, Visual Studio Code, right? This is the thing. Here we have Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's see the configuration. Here we go. This is the configuration. Yeah, nice, cool. Let's write an automation. Action, and what are we going to do here? I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. How does an automation look? Can I do something like trigger? I don't even know, at the top of my head, I don't know how an automation looks. It's shameful. But the idea is entity ID, person, look, auto completion, string, sun, fine. Entity ID, sun, hide entity, sun, here we go. It just works out the freaking box. Hey Frank, we should include VS Code icons in the VS Code add-on so it gives a nice HA icon. Oh, that's a good idea though. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm writing that one down. Thank you. Could you do uncensor the command line? Could you do uncensor the command line that updates the Ubuntu? In theory, yes. This is the 15 minutes I've spent all week. Oh man. And it's so easy, right? So we've just, like, in 15 minutes done this all. We have a terminal like in the front end. Essentially SSH is there as well with all the tools. And the cool thing is, if you run this, you can even do terminal, new terminal. And we have a terminal right here as well. So this is the same terminal, and I can do hasIOHA check to do a configuration check. And this runs actually everything I want. So even in here, I can do hasIOCL, sorry, not hasCLI. So it's basically the same thing as in the web terminal or in the SSH. It's all there. I could do, I don't know, MQTT. What's the commands called for MQTT? Sub, pub, sub. Here, mosquito sub. It's there. Here we go. The tools are just there. No installation, nothing. So let's go. How does it work? That's the question, right, Carla? That's the question. How does this all work? I'm going to change something about my terminal right here. Terminal. And I'm going to disable protection mode. The reason why I'm going to disable protection mode is that thing gives now this add-on access to Docker. And on a command line, that's pretty helpful. So let's restart it. It's a security risk. If you do not know what you're doing, don't go here. But if you like to have access to Docker, Docker Compose or whatever, this is a trick. Disable the protection mode. Go back into the terminal, you will see it's rebooted. Here we go. Ah, look, we have Docker here. In the front end. Docker PS. Oh look, these are the containers running. We have the SSH, we have Portainer here, which we installed but not viewed yet. VS Code is running here, Home Assistant and the supervisor. And I could still do Docker run Alpine or whatever you like, or Docker Compose, or I don't know. Go ahead, make my freaking day. Oh, -ti, I always forget. -ti, like, okay. So I'm now controlling the Docker of my Ubuntu from another container, which is an add-on running inside the front end. So if I go into here, I could do Docker PS, and you would see this Alpine 3.10 I just started, which is in the same Docker level. Yeah. So I don't know. If you like Docker Compose, go ahead, make my freaking day. If let's get out of here. So here we go. You want to reboot machine? Fine. Auto completion is also here. There's tons of nifty stuff in here. YAML lint tools, MySQL tools, tons. So let's go in Portainer, because that's awesome too, right? Here we go, Portainer, and by default it will hide the containers from Home Assistant. It will not show them, and that's because I generally advise you to not touch containers managed by hasIO. If you freaking touch or them up, you could, like, I don't know, things can get weird. It's restorable, but things can get weird. But if you really want to, you can go into the settings and you can see some filters here. So these are the header containers for these filters. So this hides the hasIO images. So we can remove these filters if we want to. Then go back into here to my dashboard, containers. There we go. We can see them. And if you really want to, I'm not sure why, but you could even go in here and say connect. And now I'm via the Portainer add-on, I'm inside the container of Home Assistant because I can do HSMIM inversion. So if you really wanted to, you could. There we go. That works. So this is a whole weird twisted world, which people do not see. People see hasIO and click and they see limitations. And I do not understand why people like Docker and do not like hasIO. If you like Docker, like hasIO is like the freaking awesome freaking world where everything comes together, right? I don't get it. I don't get why people like Docker over hasIO. You could still do Docker, you can still go in, you can still Docker Compose and run all the things you like and additional things. I don't know, if you want to run a Microsoft SQL database server besides it, go ahead, make my freaking day. And if you want to do a Docker Compose and run Apache on your website with WordPress, and I don't know what else you can think about, go ahead, make my day. But you can also do all the add-ons. So if you're not feeling like you're going to do the, I don't know, what else can we do? Let's do MQTT, right? Let's go into MQTT. Is MQTT a good example? Node-RED is, by the way, cool. If you like Node-RED. Okay, I like Node-RED. Here we go. I do not like Node-RED, by the way, to be honest, but let's... GXXXXGGG! Thank you so much, sir. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy! Thank you so much, sir. That's appreciated. Why did the install fail, by the way? That's weird. Okay. That I did not expect. Oh, something with my network. Okay, let's try again. So let's go into the chat. Let's see what's going on. Costin, yes, it's connected to the socket. Yes, it is, by the way. Oh man, I missed a lot. I've been like going on and on, right? I'm already struggling to understand why I haven't done this already. Somehow it fails. I'm not sure why. Could you do a sensor command line that updates Ubuntu? And basically you could. Like you have SSH running on your host system, right? So you could have Home Assistant go in, SSH into your host system and upgrade it. But I would not recommend that, because what if it upgrades Docker, which controls the upgrade? I'm not sure. Hey, hey, KOT Records, how you doing, man? You're home early, by the way. Dutchmania, hey man, how do you do? Has just keeps betting and better. Yeah, that's true. Visual Studio, how do you add the Arduino extension? I keep getting permission error. You cannot run the Arduino stuff in there. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. I spent more time looking for a pen. Could we get a way to output the web UI directly on the Pi running HasIO? Not when you run HasOS, but if you run Raspbian, you could install, I don't know, Chromium and a live window manager and pop it up. You could. But yeah, Pi is not that powerful, don't forget it. Like a browser is pretty heavy on a Pi. AdGuard update, AdGuard Ubuntu is updated. Probably yes. Would that show Docker images not installed via the add-on? Yes, it would. So awesome, yeah. It is awesome. I really love this. So just install Portainer, got running. Mass, I don't see containers running, but I do see the images. What be going on? Yeah, that's the settings, right? Ah, that's why I'm the scene. Okay, you saw it. Since I have Docker, I could spin this up without losing my existing stuff. Worst case, I go right back to where I started. Basically, C-Custom, yes. I would highly recommend, since you're in the virtual machines, right? You're in the VMware stuff, so I do not have to explain you how to create a VM. I would highly recommend you to create a VM, or create a, if it's all a VM already, create a snapshot, but I would just go and make a fresh install. Like there's nothing to do. Like your current install is like, it's a config folder at this point, right? So you could just put over the config folder and go and see where it goes in a test setup, I would say. This just became my #1 priority now, migrate to HasIO. I really thought it was limited, wrong. There was a point, like when I started doing add-ons, like a year and a half ago, like things were not that advanced, right? There were not many add-ons, there were not many things going on, and things really advanced in the last year and a half. Pascal and I am working together. Like Pascal's doing HasIO, of course, but I'm giving feedback, and we're thinking about ideas, and we're discussing things, and he's actually doing the hard work on that part, and I'm just working on the add-ons and trying to create stuff that works straight off the box, except for Node-RED. I'm not sure why it's not starting, but it's probably something to do with my AdGuard Home, which I'm currently have a fix for ready, but not released yet, which I should. But let's try again. But yeah, basically it's not limited. It's like, okay, there could be an add-on which does not allow you to edit files you would like, right? So if you go have the Unify add-on, which is cool, it works for basic Unify stuff. But as soon as, why does it keep failing? I don't get why. Okay, I'm going to ignore it for now, but you get the point. Somehow I destroyed this VM. These VMs are, by the way, really vagrant development-ish, not that good. But for a quick demo. So what is that? What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Never mind. But yeah, you can do anything, and the limitations are like really gone. Santropics, thank you for subscribing, man. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. There's not much more to tell here, actually. This is Has.io. And the thing is, it has some limitations, like the Unify add-on. That's where I was. The Unify add-on, like, it works. It has its basic stuff. You can basically do anything. But if you have, like, you want to edit the config JSON in a specific site and hack the JSON file to specific configuration options, which are documented but not, like, available in the user interface, those things are hard to do because that's not a default option, and it's not like those are Docker containers and things like go away, and it's not like you have control over the Docker volumes and those kinds of stuff. So if you're looking for like a specific, I don't know, like this Unify example, yeah, just uninstall the add-on, take the Docker image and just boot it up yourself in that case if it's not satisfactory. But a lot of add-ons are capable of doing a lot and have extra capabilities above Docker. For example, this Ingress feature. This even here, this in the side menu, this is called Ingress. This loading of the UI inside Home Assistant for these add-ons is called Ingress. This even works on the Home Assistant cloud. So if you log into the Home Assistant cloud URL on the remote UI, like you're away, and you click on Visual Studio Code, this would work. This would just open. This is streamed through port 8123. You cannot see it, but it's just this port. It's 8123, and there's nothing going on here. So if you're away from home, this will still work. You do not need to open ports. You do not need to forward. You do not have to worry about authentication because that's handled already. SSL is not an issue anymore. Yeah, that's just cool. So yeah, I would like to do that. That's why I switched to Notepad for that. Not sure what that's about. In Visual Studio Code, I can use / to group a line. How do I add a space and delete? I'm using a Mac. Not sure, man. Just subscribe. Thank you, mate. I have one reason: Docker over Has.io. Using Docker, I see all the details of these containers. So you want details? What kinds of details? What is Has.io? Not sure what Has.io is. I see the details of all the containers. Yeah, but you can see it is still Docker, so you can just see the details if you wanted to. Like, you want to see what's going on here. 9 containers. Want statistics? Here we go, statistics. You could install glances. You would get like detailed data. You could install InfluxDB and stream glances data into InfluxDB and create graphs using Grafana, which you could use in your Lovelace dashboard, and it's all add-on based. It's all single click, so yeah, I don't know. Only reason I'm not using Has is because I'm using Unraid. Unraid can run Has.io, Zemio. It can run. Most autonomous have that not tried it, thinks that let's see, Costa. Most old timers that have not tried it thinks that. Yeah, most okay. Most old timers. Okay, I get it. Yeah, most people that haven't tried it yet. And it is a bit confusing. If you start with Has.io, things are in different places and different locations. For example, if you go in here, you have to realize this is a container. For you, using Docker, that's not a big issue. But you're inside a container, not operating from outside a container. You're now working inside containers. And this is a different container than Home Assistant. So you have the config folder, and this folder is just a mounted folder on the Has.io container, the Home Assistant container, the supervisor, not sure, but the add-ons, and yeah. You can do a lot. And do a freaking lot. Frank and Node-RED do not mix. No, I maintain the add-on. It's I think Node-RED is great though. It has a purpose. It's really well built, and I can see why people like it. It's not my tool of choice. That's the thing. And they all people, including me, but including Paulus and Kermit, and a lot of people worked hard on getting Node-RED perfect, and it's perfect now. So that's cool. Yeah, you can use it, but it has its own Docker manager already. Yes. Not sure how that works though. Luddy is correct, I'm enlightened now. Well, there you go. So goal reached, and for me it's easy, right? I'm like the evangelist for Has.io, I guess, somehow. But I truly believe this is a good system. I like Docker. I think Docker is a great method. I think containers is a great method to run things. So I'm not like hating the Docker setup in any way. But I think Has.io just adds to it. It's not a replacement, it's not limiting, it adds to it. You can choose to run it. If you do not want to run Visual Studio Code this way, you can uninstall the freaking add-on and get the Docker image and run it that way if that's more to your likings. Still, he creates the add-on. Yeah, I did. Did you blur did a fee on it? Yeah, that's true, he did. Okay, I'm way behind in the chat, I see. Let's go scroll a little bit. So if there's a Has.io update, only files folder gets updated, not the Docker container. So if there's an update to Has.io, only files within the Home Assistant folder get updated, not the Docker container. No, the Docker container gets updated. That's the thing swappable. The Docker container is stateless, by the way. So if you have Visual Studio Code, you still need a terminal add-on. I like the terminal add-on because it's lightweight and has way more capabilities than Visual Studio Code, as in the terminal. For example, I could go in the terminal and I could create multiple tabs because I pre-installed that. Look, tab 1, tab 2, which is pretty nice. And Docker is available in here, which is not available via Visual Studio Code. But yeah, so there are little tiny differences. Also, this add-on that provides a terminal also provides SSH, which I think is an important thing to have. So how do you map the host file system to Docker image from Has.io to get my config files? You don't have to. It's taken care of. It's done. Like this is a Docker container. I have it. It's here. It's there. It's done. Ingress is awesome, it is. So Frank got a question: where can I find a good Has.io guide to set up SSL HTTPS? Going to migrate to Has.io this weekend. I would say pick Nabukasa, support a project, and it will take care of it for you. That's my opinion. If you really want it, there's a Nginx add-on. That's a reverse proxy, which can do it. There is DuckDNS, which handles the SSL for you via DuckDNS. Or you could install my Nginx Proxy Manager add-on, which can take care of it for you as well, which has a nice clicky interface, which has a manual with a Giphy thingy that shows how to do it. So it's pretty easy, actually. But you can always just drop in Discord and ask, though. What do you recommend? Needs open port 8443. Really want to support that. Tony CIP, thanks for the follow, man. That's appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. Please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? What do you recommend? Do not want to open the ports. If you do not want to open the ports, Nabukasa Cloud is the remote cloud. It's absolutely worth the penny. It is. It is. Glance is the next add-on that I'm setting up. Glances can be a bit resource. Glances is cool, but yeah. I have Samba external Has.io for all my other containers. Added Samba. I would not recommend Samba, by the way. There's no need for Samba, especially if you have the Visual Studio Code add-on. I have uninstalled it, I guess. Let me see. I think I've uninstalled it. Yeah, I'm not even using it anymore. And if you're a Mac user, then you can, like, I don't know, SSH mount if you want. But I'm not using it anymore. I do not have the need for it anymore. Like, this is the stuff I install on my production system. So Plex is running here. and Nginx Proxy Manager, Grafana, Influx, ESP Home. ESP Home is lovely. Yeah, Visual Studio Code. Something's going on here. So yeah, this is what I run. Frank, how do you get a terminal showing in the sidebars? And it's an add-on because... Is it an add-on? Yeah, it's called SSH and Web Terminal. So this one, you have SSH server by the community, like by the core, and yeah, you have the SSH and Web Terminal, which is the community version. This is what I developed, and there's just an option show in sidebar, and we'll open up the terminal. So that's kind of cool. So use /shares hasio home assistant is mapped to /config. Yes, that's correct. What else is going? Is this mine? The hasio install. Yep. Installing a second instance is just as simple as replacing the line. No, that's not as simple. You have also containers which have naming issues. So I'm sold. So cool. Best 20 minutes of education this week. You're welcome, C Custom. I'm an advocate for it, and for me it's easy. I've done this hundreds of thousands of times. I build like development machines like daily. I destroy my hasio machine every freaking day. If I start using add-ons, I destroy my machine. If I start developing every evening, before I start developing, I'm spawning a fresh box. And in this case, I crumbled my my provisioning script to not install stuff automatically, but I have a provision script which, as soon as I start Vagrant up, it will bring up hasio all pre-installed with Portainer and all the stuff I need to develop within 5 minutes, and then I have a fresh installation to go from. But I've done this like so many freaking times, so it looks real easy. You probably will run into things like wait, what? But jump into the chat. I have a Discord server. We have a Discord server. A lot of people in there, all using hasio, and just ask, and we will help. It's not a biggie. Things are just a bit different sometimes, and that's the hard part of hasio, to be honest. What would be the command in this case to update to a new hasio version? It will just pop up. So if there's a new hasio version right here, like this is the latest, I could join the beta to simulate it. Here we go. Let's join the beta. Let's reload. I can show you how an update looks like for Home Assistant. So I've just joined the beta channel. I could also leave it so we can upgrade and downgrade to beta if we want to pretty quick, just like on Docker, but then with Composer. This is how it would look. There's an update available. Click, there we go. And if you're on HasOS, you have an update button for the host systems, but in this case we're running Ubuntu, so that would not do it. You can see the hardware that's connected, change the host name, some add-ons, some issues which I expect at this point, since this is not a proper setup, but okay. Will this add-on eventually have their own integration built in? Is that what a big migration makes possible? No. The big migration is about Home Assistant, not about hasio. It's pure Home Assistant. It's previously we talked about components. Nowadays we talk about integrations. See the difference? Okay, never mind. What will be the command to update? Well, that's it. Thanks for spending the time with this, Frank. Really useful. You're welcome, May. 1Rob is in the UI. Like AdGuard add-on with the integration built in. Yeah, that's new, right? We should play with it. I want to play with it. Anyone going to add the HC plugin with Ingress? You would need an add-on for it. Maybe no. Ingress, no. This thing, no, that's not going to work. That's not how it works. HACS is a component. It's an integration. It runs inside Home Assistant. So there's no Ingress. Ingress is a feature for hasio. Oh, Julius explained it already. I'm converting from Lovelace UI to JOML mode. That's a possibility. Yes, following your structure, but I have a question about resource port. You directed custom cards. Lovelace button G card. Yeah, I did because I used the custom updater. That's a little bit different. But I can't find the custom card for it. Yeah, it's in local. But I use the custom cards to redirect through the custom updater add-on, extension, integration, custom component thingy. But I would replace it with HACS. So go for HACS install that thing, and then you can install the button card with a single click, just like we do add-ons. So that's probably something you want to do there, Mark. Lucas, wouldn't there be an IP conflict in that case? They would run on the same IP. No, you're thinking in the wrong world now. Because what's actually happening here, under the hood, let's go, I can show you it in here, is we have multiple networks running here. We have a network for Has.io. We have the host network and the bridge network. But all the add-ons run basically inside the Has.io network. Everything runs inside the Has.io network. So that's kind of cool. So they all get assigned their unique IP addresses. So if we look here, look, looks a bit different, right? So no, you don't have to worry about those things. So I have an instance of Has.io to play around with. I just run a VPN server on my router. Oh really? Yeah, VPN server is a possibility in our router. Hey Frank, do you know when Live 360 gets integrated? Yes, upcoming release. It will be in 9.5. 9.5. Look, Ludius is there with the answers. That's quick. Any CS add-ons available? CS? Not sure. Already running HACS instead of the custom updater? No, I'm not. Can you copy and paste the link to the GIS with the command? Yes, I can. Sure. Damn, son.
Where'd you find this?
Smoke weed. Hey, Robert, how do you do, mate?
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Damn, son. So now it's time for the rest of my cookie. So, Carlo, what do you think? It was a bit quick, but lucky for you, this is again watchable on YouTube. So that should not be an issue. Thanks for everything you do for the community, Frank. You're welcome, mate, Robert. That's appreciated. I'm going to migrate this weekend, and we won another soul. We won another soul. But it's just like the world of difference between Docker, like doing Home Assistant in Docker, which is not wrong at all. It's just a different world, and I think my preference is. With Has.io, you can do both. You can do it. And even on Has.os, you do not have to have Ubuntu. You can still do it if you have Has.os, like I showed in the beginning. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is a Raspberry Pi. This is a Raspberry Pi and it has Portainer available. And you can install... Oh, that's the wrong button. Never mind. But you can install the terminal add-on. New Doc, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. And please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? I want to know. But yeah, even on a Raspberry Pi with running Has.os, you could install the community SSH add-on with the web terminal. And then in SSH or in a web terminal, you can still use the Docker command. So you can, even on Has.os, on a Raspberry Pi, you could spawn, like, I don't know, your freaking own container. Doggos for the winning. Well, here we go, man. Thank you for the follow. No dog in the house for you, man. Thank you so much. That's appreciated. Join the dark side. We have cookies. Yeah. Live 360 is accurate, but it uses a lot more battery than O-Tracks. Not sure. I use the new iOS app, which is great, by the way. I guess cookies, yes, I'm sure cookies. New Doc, sorry for the interruption. Don't worry, mate. That's what this is all about. I'll try to record it so everyone can laugh at the new mistake I make. Stream it. Stream it. Come on, hit play. Show it. We could help out while you're doing it. Ah, man. CD-ROM, just subscribe, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, boy. Oh man. And Britka, thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. Yeah, boy. Sir, do you like... Oh, sir or madame? I'm not sure, by the way, by the name. But in any case, please let me know, do you like cats or dogs? You're now officially in Home Assistant Homie, by the way, so... Oh my god, streams still terrify me. It terrified me as well. I just hit the stream once, like a year and a half ago or a year ago or something, I don't know. I just hit stream and this is the result. I'm still here. CD-ROM likes dogs. Snoop Dogg in the house for you again, mate. Thank you so much. That's appreciated. What do you guys think about a Surface Book? That thing runs Windows. I should not. I let that thing. That thing. The Surface Book 2. That thing runs Windows. I repeat, that thing. Oh man. Never mind. Oh, you have to talk about Stang, the external port. Yeah, that could be an issue. So you need to update that. That's true. I would not recommend running 2 HASIOs on one machine. Absolutely not recommending it. Keith, 3 months, 5 months, 5 months in a row. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Casey, do you like that? You're working at Microsoft, right? So I just like, I don't know, smacked down and bashed on your employee there. I hate a Surface Book with low power tiny screen, not sure. What's wrong about Windows? Not my operating system of choice. Let's leave it at that. What else are you running on your PC? I'm running macOS. So this is macOS you're looking at. This is a MacBook. I'm streaming from my MacBook, by the way. That's all I have. I have a MacBook which I always take with me, and that's everything I own. But all my machines and other things, like not my workstations, are all Linux based. You're welcome, thanks for all the great add-ons. You're welcome, sir. With all love. Yes, love on my MacBook and all. You're on a MacBook? Cool, mate. You can run Linux on Surface Book 2. Choo. You can run Linux on the Surface Book 2. Does anyone experience memory issues after creating backups? No, I do not run them. Do you play around with HASI on your production machine or a separate development machine? Stijn, actually both. I develop, so the development stuff happens on a development machine for sure. But I do fool around with my production machine. Talking about my production machine, let's go to my production machine. I want to try something. Let's go in here. I'm going to reload. Make sure I have the latest. I am on the beta channel, so this is my production machine, by the way. I'm on the beta channel. Let's go into... Oh, and my chat crashed, so I missed something probably. Hold on. Restart the chat, and that happens sometimes. So sorry. Just asking your opinion, I wanted to get one. That's fine. Everybody has their own opinions, so I'm back. You're back. Okay, good to see you, mate. Just depends on how much the hardware is compatible. Okay. So how do I find out the IP address of a package via container? So the IP address of an add-on running, right? If I go here, there it is. So in this case, cwave.mqtt runs this IP address here. This is a Raspberry Pi, by the way. It's just listed here, and you can go into here and... So not here, this is the image. So you can go into the running container and see actually more network information if you want to. Reactive native vs Flutter. Not sure what that question is about. Unexpected Friday stream. Well, there goes my grocery shopping. Yeah, go grocery shopping, mate. It's probably more fun. Operating system market share. Not sure what that is relevant for. But yeah, nevertheless, it's about things you like. Masterclass. Carlo has been opened up his eyes. Robert, we did what we did actually is do an installation of Hass.io from scratch on an Ubuntu-based machine and show how it actually like is put together. How does it look if you're like want to do Docker and still run Hass.io, and how does it look in Docker and how easy Hass.io can be. Well, that's basically it. That's what we did. So I hope this answered your questions though. I hope it did. Twitter, let's go. So what I wanted to do, I'm going to upgrade to this is my production system. Let's go into beta. I want to go into the beta. And yeah, let's go. Right? Should I? Oh, here we go. Wow, I have to go back and catch that later. It was like 15 minutes. It was like an intervention. My world was a lie. It was a bit though. There is a lot of misconception around Hass.io. There is, and it's a shame. It's truly, Pascal had a great idea and he made it into something beautiful. And I went in and created all the add-ons and the ecosystem around it. And I think those two ingredients are making Hass.io what it is today. Like both, like the architecture and how the system works. I don't have containers in Portainer. You have to go into settings and unlocks right here. And then you will have the hidden containers. We'll have a free filter active that filters out the Home Assistant containers by default. You can remove those filters and then they will show up. So it's by default, it's protected, but you can disable it if you want to, although I generally do not recommend it. Yeah, you can. I spent last week or so trying to get dev access SSH on HassOS for the ZHF devs. That was an adventure. That's not bad. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of an adventure. I can imagine. Thanks for getting me up to speed. You're welcome, mate. What is better, Hass.io on Proxmox VM or using containers with Portainer? Or isn't? That doesn't matter. Worker. That's not. That's like asking, like, I don't know. Can I have a comparison? What is better, running Hass.io on a computer or on a different computer? Or isn't that comparable? Under knowledge. Oh, how nice to get you. Hey, mate, how do you do? Meanwhile, I've been upgrading. Oh, that went pretty smooth, right? It was a YOLO. This is my production system now running on beta. So we did a YOLO. I haven't looked at the breaking changes even. So let's start with the breaking changes. Oh, I'm such a bad example here. Did result in a fix for Zigbee and an update. Oh, that's cool, mate. I've using Hass.io and don't understand exactly why some. I do not exactly why some don't make the switch. Yeah, it's scary. It's different. It's scary. It's different, and there's a lot of. There has been a lot of talk about the negativity around Hass.io. I think the add-ons kind of changed it. Like people wanted to run them, so people started trying it. But there has been a lot of people complaining about limitations, not being in control. Well, we all know. But essentially, it's just running Home Assistant. It's just freaking Home Assistant in Docker. I'm new, sorry, but curious. How you did the interface? What UI kit? This is running Home Assistant, by the way. So this is the UI that is from Home Assistant. So this is just this homeassistant.io. home-assistant.io. Go check it out. You can automate your home. Really cool. Oh man, just broke all the rules. He told us, yeah. Okay, thank you. Found the container was having bad logins. Okay. Never run beta on production. Guess I have to buy an RV now. Why? Yeah, you can do RV. It cannot run on RV. Laughing my ass off, do it again. Let's check the release notes for breaking changes. But thank you for subscribing, mate. That's appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, boy. Hey Frank, what see in the screen? Is it Safari? I like having those shortcuts. No, I'm using Vivaldi, which is a Chrome-based browser, which is kind of cool since you can use all Chrome extensions. So just go to the Chrome store and you can install every freaking extension. But it has tons of features you can use. You can customize this. So this on the side is bar is a customization, which is available by default, so no extension stuff. But what I really like about Vivaldi, if you guys haven't tried Vivaldi yet, what I truly love about Vivaldi, and we're now at the Home Assistant side. Let's say this is a new site, and I'm looking at this is I'm reading a news article because I want to look like an intelligent man, and I think, oh, I need a little bit more lights, but that's just possible right here. Wait, what? Or take a look at my Twitter. Yeah. Oh, we had some tweets. Oh, that's nice. Ah, pretty cool. Is Vivaldi all fixed with HA now? Yes, it is fixed. It is fixed. Right before we left, but HA didn't work. Yeah, that's fixed. That's cool. That's fixed. Although I saw something weird just now. But I think it's here. Yeah, here we go. So I can... Oh, my Z-Wave is probably not okay, but this light works. As you can see on my shirt. Oh, look at this little fella. But being able to go quickly into Home Assistant from the sidebar, this is just cool. Octabox and GitHub is in here. Translation, I put in Google Translate. I have this little thing. This is cool. This is devdocs.io. So if you're like a developer and you program a bit, you can search for every function in here. So let's say we want to have some information on I don't know, like substring for PHP because you're a PHP developer. This is how it works, so we have quick documentation available and I can continue working on stuff. Yes, we switch to feature detection instead of user agent header matching. Here we go. That's cool. Vivaldi did change and fix some stuff as well, by the way. Vivaldi did make a fix on the pop-up windows that was broken. SIO is so awesome. What people don't get is the advantage of isolating libraries from one container to another. Yeah, but people using Docker already are familiar with it. Carlo, who is here, who opened up his eyes today, is a Docker user. He knows all about isolation, but still he felt like SIO is limited. But in my own opinion, it's not. It's just really convenient. That's it. Convenient. It's really convenient. It's just really cool that you can just single click go and have Visual Studio Code running, MQTT, and you can hook things up and just like I did an install in 15 minutes from scratch. I booted up Virtual Machine that got installed. I installed HasIO, installed some add-ons, and we had a working setup to go from. 15 minutes. Go. Vivaldi works perfect for me with Home Assistant. What was the issue? Previously, if you clicked on, I don't know, say this thing, then this pop-up would not work. But that's fixed. New front end. I'm on the beta now. Here we go. Everything's still working. Oh, this one is broken. Why is this broken? This is Philips Hue. Something changed. I should look at the change log. Let's go. Compatible, suitable for running Home Assistant and RVs. Let me up it a bit. Here we go. Better suitable for RVs, which is cool. We have now our VS system, guys. Our VS assistant. AdGuard. This is common. Needs a little bit of like explanation maybe. I need to fix it first. Updated Alexa UI. Have you guys seen this? Paulus did an amazing job here. So you might have recognized it from the Google. If you use Google Home, it has a similar interface already. But you can now just expose entities to your Alexa. And it's like, I don't know, live updating. This is just cool. So if you're on an Alexa ecosystem, I'm not. Then this is cool, and it looks cool. Really well done. So AdGuard is new, Solar Arch is new, which I have though. I'm not sure if I can use this. Should look into it. Google Cloud Platform, Live 360. Here we go. Brings on OK. Breaking changes. No longer allowed invalid slugs or extra keys. Finally, I already removed them though. Add service for Google component, remove deprecated, remove low battery, remove binary sensor for ZSH. I'm not using that. Restore automation last triggered when the initial state override. I finally fixed something. Let me see. Add name to sensors. Remove from conversation. Battery accuracy. Add a percent disk. There's nothing breaking in here for me though. Which upcoming feature are you looking forward to the most? That's an easy answer, Keith. I'm going to show you. I have a dev setup which works, so let's go. The feature for 9.4 for the beta is easy. So this is running, this is a dev machine. This is running another dev machine, by the way. Thank you so much. 12 months in a row. Choo choo, homie. Holy moly, sir. That's cool, mate. Thank you so much. That's appreciated. So this is a dev machine, another dev machine. This is my main add-on development machine. And this is running the beta already. So let's go in here. Let's go to the add-on store. And then I'm going to show what I'm looking forward to the most, which is AdGuard Home. So I'm going to install it. This is a dev version again. I need to release it, so hold on a minute. So this is not new, right? This is already an existing add-on. The add-on is already there. But I'm running the beta, so this is 9.5 and I'm going to install the add-on. So hold on a minute. And it fails to install. Of course it does. Why it does? I'm having DNS issues somehow. I've never had them. Is there something wrong with Docker.io? Like, my websites does work, right? So let's go into tweers.net. Works. Something I never go to, cnn.com. Works. Something weird is going on. Is Docker down? I'm not sure. Let me check real quick here what's going on. Let's debug this. Where's my machine? I did not copy paste it. I can ping a lot, but I cannot ping registry.docker.io. It's not resolving. It's just registry1.docker.io. All the other stuff just works. Now I get a proper, okay, let's try again. Now I get a response. I haven't changed anything though. Okay, let's try again. Maybe your dev machine needs a DNS. No, it doesn't. Here we go. I haven't changed anything. I swear. Look, I just did a ping and curl and that's it. Okay, never mind. So installed AdGuard, here we go. I'm going to change the DNS port since it will collide with my dev machine. So here we go. Let's show it in the sidebar. So let's say we have installed AdGuard here for DNS blocking stuff. Pretty cool, right? If we now go and we're running 9.5, if I go into configuration, integration, it will show up here. AdGuard Home. I can click configure. I can say yes, I want this integration. It will say success. I can say where it is because yeah, it's my living room, obviously. Here we go. There it is. And I can go into my overview. Look at this. So this is, I think this might be the first integration that actually gives you control over your network filtering in this way. So you can see the DNS queries that it does. You can switch on and off protection. I'm not sure why this switch is here and this isn't. Probably need a refresh or something. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So I can now turn off and on parental control. So I can go here, turn on parental control, and if I go into AdGuard Home, it should be enabled as well. Here we go. And if I turn off AdGuard as a whole, disable protection, I go back into here, it should pop back in a second. There we go. That works. What this allows you to do is, because these are just switches and you can customize them if you like a different name and different thing. I don't know, that all works. Oh man, you are amazing.
I'm the best girlfriend ever.
You're the best girlfriend ever. Cheers. Cheers, guys. I didn't even drink all the coffee yet. Never mind.
Were you?
No, that's okay. Put it away. Cheers, guys, on a good weekend. It's Friday, right? Ninja FT. Cheers. Cheers, Bram. Cheers, KOT. It's good. What am I drinking, by the way? You have no clue. You just opened up a bottle. Well, it tastes good. That's okay. We have. Sorry? It was a weird bottle. Okay, that probably makes sense why it tasted good. Well. So basically, this might be one of the first integrations that actually give you like a little bit of control. And since these are just switches, you could expose them to your Google devices or Alexa devices and shout stuff, or make automations to turn on, I don't know, safe search, so your children cannot search different stuff. So if you enable this one, and AdGuard is running on your network, you cannot disable the safe searching your Google searches or YouTube searches. So YouTube and Google will be enforced to use the safe search filters. You cannot go around it. Even it's worse. If you turn this on, you can no longer watch Dr. C's live streams. Nope. It's not safe. Well. That's nice, Frank. You're welcome. How did you integrate that with your router, Frank? I'm using an Edge router, so I configure it manually, and I'm exposing my AdGuard DNS to my client's DHCP. So, but amazing. It is amazing, and I think the features built here are amazing, and the like whole the integration stuff is. That's all you guys. That's your work there. Like Pascal and you, Paulus. That's like. You did those things. and I'm just using it. And I really enjoyed doing this because you guys must know, like, I built the AdGuard Home add-on. I've been working with the guys from AdGuard Home a bit. Like, I have a connection to add some things, and they help me out a bit. And then I decided to do the integration. So this is a bit, not a bit, but maybe a bit new for me in a sense that I've started to build like a freaking client library in Python, make it all like shiny and async and unit testables and all the things, and then went into Home Assistant where I did like the integration and all the sensors and stuff, and the automatic detection in Hasio, and I updated the supervisor. So this AdGuard thing I spent a lot of time on, and the reason why is because it gave me an opportunity to actually do and hit every freaking piece and bit of Home Assistant, from like the integration part and the configuration part and the discovery part till the supervisor part, the add-on part, like the whole spectrum. And that was kind of cool to do, so I really enjoyed it. All kinds of cheers. Girlfriend, put a ring on. We're engaged, by the way, so yes. Dutch women are like that, I guess so. I'm switching from Pi-hole right now. You should. It's way more capable than Pi-hole is ever going to be. Pi-hole or AdGuard? Definitely AdGuard. Since a couple of latest updates, it's definitely AdGuard. You can do so much in here. Let me show you my production system. That's probably more nicer to look at. There's probably more in here. For example, my filters. I have a bunch of filters running. So that's all kind of nice. Whoa, what did I do? That's the wrong button. All kinds of filters. What I really like is the general. No, they moved this menu, so I'm a little bit looking for what I'm doing. You can also, like, I don't know, create upstreams, multiple ones. It uses DNS over HTTP if you want to, or DNS over TLS. I use the DNS over HTTP as. You can also do like local, so .local is looked up on my local router and not sent to Cloudflare in this case. These are things you can do with this, so that's pretty nice. You can also define, I don't know, like I want printer.local to resolve to this specific IP address, which is nice. There's a query log which you can visit and see what's going on. And all these filters, by the way, like these functions, like enabling, disabling filters, is also in the new integration. So if you go into service, let's state service calls, there's AdGuard. So you can now, from here, you can even hear automations, enable and disable specific filters. So these are these little things here. So let's say you could make your own filter that filters YouTube, and during the day you would enable it, so YouTube is blocked, and you could then do a service call that disables it again, and then YouTube would be free again. That's kind of cool. Can you block Hulu ads? No, Firebase, that's easy. Hulu ads, YouTube ads is not blockable using DNS blocks. So this is DNS-based blocking. You cannot block those because Hulu and YouTube, what they do is they serve the ads on the same service and same way as they serve the videos. So for DNS, there's no difference between an ad and a video on those services. So that would require you to have a browser block, but AdGuard does have, I think, a great blocking tool in here as well. So you can add the extension to have full blocking and make everything even more perfect. And it's really efficient. It blocks tons of stuff. Integration is so polished from where we started in 2016. Yeah, that's true. There's so much going on since 2016. We had Lovelace, we had Hasio itself. We got add-ons. The big migration has been completed. The all the configuration flow stuff thingies going on, and I do not even know where to start. Tons of things happened, like every freaking 2 weeks, and now 3 or 4 weeks, depending on the release cycle. It's just like filled with nice new things, not only integrations, but fundamental changes. Currently breaking my server to get static IPs working. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Time to go for me. Have a great weekend. Thanks for all the super great demo, Frank. You're welcome, Carlo. You're so welcome. And thank you for tuning in and looking in, and good luck on Go. If you need help, you know where to find me, so just go. Same, but with an ERX. That's nice. The problem I face with AdGuard is that when I reboot my server, it's asking my server, which is booted up, for DNS as well. And there isn't AdGuard running. That's because you should point your has.io server itself to an external DNS, so it should bypass AdGuard at all times. Can you create your own DNS server with AdGuard as well? Yes, it is a DNS server. AdGuard is a DNS server, so yeah. Are you planning to add domains to the whitelist via Home Assistant? I could. How do you whitelist domains in the AdGuard? And I was looking for that. Okay. Settings. Is it settings? No, filters. Here it is. That's it. There are examples in here. So this one. Unblock access to example.org and all its subdomains. Or just example.org. Or block, or unblock, or resolve. So it's in here. It's written here. There are examples in here, and there are tons of examples in the manual on the wiki. They have an extensive wiki. Never cooling down, even though configured an app plan or whatever, with the right settings. Oh boy, can you please share your filters? I can, not right now, but if you ask me on Discord, I will give you my filters, Alan. That's not a problem. Probably if you search for it on Discord, you probably will find it as well, by the way, in the history. Does it do DHCP, or do I need to use Pio for that? No, it can do DHCP, absolutely. Settings, DHCP settings, here we go. That works. Our router doesn't support netlook backup, so I can't access has.io with port 80 from the local network, so I need some other DNS. Yes, and that's for me, it's the same. So what I do is I have split DNS, that's how is it called, split DNS, to avoid that. Not that I have a loopback issue, but I do use split DNS because you can use your SSL certificates in your net. Pretty cool. Is it in here? No, it's not in here. Let's see. Settings. I'm still a little bit confused. They moved the menus, so I'm a bit confused still. There we go. Hey Otto, thank you for the bits, mate. That is appreciated. Thank you so much, sir. Why are those important and whitelist tags? I don't know. They were generated in my case. I have not looked into that, but it is documented for sure. Thank you so much, Otto. Client settings, DHCP. Is it client settings? Somewhere hidden here. There's a way. Oh no, my split is handled differently, so it's not in here. My split is handled differently. I think it's an upstream in my case. Yeah. So in my case it's handled differently because I redirect the upstream DNS server based on the query that is done. But you can do split by setting filters. Here we are. And you could do something like, let's say you want to do a split, like you want to avoid loopback. That's the issue, right? And let's say you have like a, I don't know, blah blah duck dns.org, right? But you cannot access it from your home because you have loopback issues. So if you have running AdGuard, if you are running AdGuard, you could do like this. Let's say this is the IP address of your machine running has.io internally on your network. This is the IP address. And this is the duck DNS domain. If you apply this now, if you visit this domain in your network, it will resolve to this and not to your external IP. So this helps avoid loopback problems since your router is no longer involved in this. So that's cool. That's a helpful thing. Does AdGuard block the disable ad blocker message? No, it's a DNS blocker, not an in-browser filter. There's a big difference. But AdGuard does have an extension for your browser as well, so if you use them in conjunction with each other, that's, in my humble opinion, the best. since you cannot install this freaking thing on your television. For example, the thread-free gateway from IKEA is actually sending out data constantly to a logging server, which I did not find any reference in any manual, but I've seen him doing this, logserver.com. It's sending out stuff, and if you block it, your IKEA thread-free actually becomes unstable. And yeah, I discovered that using this thing, and that's kind of nice to learn. So DNS blocking works without an extension, but a blocking extension to block ads like freaking effectively, that's something and DNS blocking can never do. Therefore, that being said, like the filters, it's not just ad filtering. It's not ad filtering I'm after, like it's cool, but tracking protection, annoyances filter, my Dutch filter, but the phishing army and the coin list, which is on page 2, like the coin miner stuff, blocking those kinds of things, that's just security. That's not about ads anymore. It's about security as well. Does AdGuard disable block? Thank you, Frank. Have a good evening. Good night. Good night, mate. Thank you for tuning in. I do that, just testing you. Okay. Do you have any underestimated software tools, tips, features that all developers should know about? Holy crap, sir. Okay, if you use a terminal, what a lot of people do not know, if you use a terminal on a Mac or on Linux, you guys are probably familiar with a tool called grep. A lot of people use grep. So let's say I have here some, I have here on my add-ons code. Let's up the font a little. This is absolutely one of my golden tools, which I use a freaking lot because I like it. So let's say you want to look for something in files. So I'm looking for, I don't know, Python as a term in all the files in this folder. You could use like a grep command and look for it in all the files or a log file. But I use ACK, and ACK is like better than grep.com or something. ACK, acknowledge. And I can use this to look for Python. It's freaking fast. The output is literally freaking nice. It can also be output compatible, so you can, if you do it in VS Code, you can actually click to the files. It's freaking fast, it highlights freaking nice. So ACK is absolutely one of my favorites. It's installed in all the terminal-based add-ons, so Visual Studio Code, the web terminal add-on, it's all there. But ACK is one of my golden tools, and it has tons of switches and stuff. Like you can search for regular expressions, you can search for, I don't know, if you're into PHP, you could just do minus PHP, and then search for something, I know TXT, and then we are going to look for YAML lint that should, minus TXT is not valid. Okay, bad example. Minus text isn't valid. It's programming languages, so it looks for PHP or Python. So let's look for Python. That will probably return nothing. Import. Let's look for import and py files. Here we go. So we now searched quickly through all the add-on source codes from all my add-ons, like all the code bases in a freaking nothing, couple of seconds. So this is my tool. I would definitely like my hidden tips, tool features I would like to give to developers in general, because I think it's freaking useful. And searching code is something we do a lot. And in Visual Studio Code you can do for the project you have open. But if you'd like to search like a freaking large base with a lot of Git repositories and there are freaking lot in here, then yeah, this is really, really helpful. Here you go. I hope you enjoyed that. So many questions today. Yeah, I know. Cool, right? What's going on? Was 3 days ago looking DIY store and told a guy about HA. He tried out, it's quite fast, but he can't get Has.io working because of, I don't know, Ethernet found. A known Has.io thing? No, not that I'm aware of though. Reading through the Discord and forums, quite a few people are affected, but not too many infos about it. I'm not even aware of it, so I read quite a bit. I've never heard of it, to be honest. On the knowledge, I'm sorry. Jump into the chat, go into the Has.io channel. I'm sure Cognito heard about it, and if he hasn't heard about it, it's probably not true. Not sure. So much to learn, tons of things to learn. But I recently find out AdGuard also lets you drop requests when logging them to statistics. Yes. Correct. That's useful for IoT devices who perform requests with every couple of seconds. Yeah, and since the latest installation, you can actually customize it on client level as well. So if you go into client settings, you can add a client, and you can, for a specific client, use specific settings. So that's kind of cool. And you can disable global, and then you can say, okay, for this client name, I want to enforce safe search. So if you put in the MAC address of your, I don't know, child's his iPad, then you can enforce safe search on only that iPad, for example. So that's pretty useful. I hope they extend this functionality a bit though. Hey Basil, how do you do, man? Tweet from Home Assistant. Watching Frank. Upcoming AdGuard integration by exposing it a switch you can use. Yeah, you could do. I have not seen the whole tweet though. By exposing switches, you can use voice assistants or turn on parental controls for your internet. One click install, one click configure. So cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. Like it's for you probably, Paul, is like you're working on this code base like freaking every day, and it's like you're freaking alive. But I'm pretty proud of like what I've achieved here, and I'm happy with the result. And I'm going to use it myself. And it's cool. Like I said, it was an opportunity to hit like every freaking piece of Home Assistant from beginning to end, building this, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it pretty much. So thank you so much, by the way. It's absolutely appreciated. +1 for the filter list. This is pretty awesome. Eggman filter list. Thank you. This is not going to find it there, by the way. Hey Marius, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. That's appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie, by the way. And please let me know in the chat. Do you like cats or dogs? No Ethernet found. Plug in the Ethernet cable. Ludius, behave. Come on, behave. Oh, sweat a little pie hole couldn't do. I think Pi-hole couldn't do. And Pi-hole can do a lot of these things. Pi-hole can do quite a bit. Pi-hole is pretty amazing for what it is, but this is way better. Voice assistants enable parental control, but then the kids will quickly learn how to disable it. Probably, but voice assistant is just one of the examples. You could expose it to HomeKit and turn it off and toggle on favorite on your iPhone. Or, I don't know, it's freaking Home Assistant. You could... You can think of anything in Home Assistant and build it, right? So if you have a pressure sensor on your bed and you want to, I don't know, freaking turn on your TV and disable parental controls and start up a freaking famous YouTube hub, but then not YouTube, but like the adult entertainment stuff, and automatically disable like parental filtering, you could. It's Home Assistant. You can do those things. It's no longer like the limitations of whatever. Just ordered 50 NFC cards by mistake. Hey Nikki, thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. Please let me know in the chat, do you like cats or dogs? Cool to see you here, man. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie. 50 NFC cards, what are you going to do, man? You are going to make the music cards. Paul has tweeted about it again, like the magic cards. You should do the magic cards. 50 is like a good start to make all the albums show up, the music cards. That's probably a good thing. Turn on AC -10. Not sure why. Oh yeah. Maybe we can turn switches into locks for Google Assistant, so you have to say passcode to change the AdGuard stuff. That's a good question. Is that possible with a template? I don't know. Is there a template for a lock? That's a good question, though. I don't think so. No. Yes, there is. I would say that's possible. That's easy. Like, this is a switch. The example is already there. It's just not a garage door, it's your parental filtering. So that's a good one, Ticho. That's absolutely possible. That's a good one for parental controlling. on voice. Nice. Set up an agreement with Banggood for commission on reader sales. Give out cards, profit. Like Dr. C's is doing a lot of Banggood stuff, right? Under knowledge, thank you so much, mate. Yeah, boy. So let's fix that little bird here. So meanwhile, while we're drifting off on this new AdGuard Home feature in 9.5 in the next release, which is cool and works, and I'm happy about, let's go to my production machine, which I upgraded as well. Here we go. Set a guard to play different episodes of My Little Pony. Really? Oh, Jesus Christ. You're still on the pony stuff? It took a little while for me to get that reference there, sir. And the knowledge, thank you so much again, by the way. But the upgrade to 9.5 was flawless, as it seems. Oh, this is something I tried. I've been talking to a colleague of mine who is into Home Assistant as well. And this is a timer, and if I click it, it does not update the remaining. That's weird though. Not sure if that's something. Are you using the Z-Wave component or the Z-Wave to MQTT for Z-Wave? I'm still using the Z-Wave component because I simply lack the time to switch. Actually, to be honest, it's that easy. I still have issues with my YouTube. Is your dev state page also really long? Due to the names in the beginning extremely wide, not needed at all. I'm not sure if you're talking about not needed at all. I just like things to be named in a specific fashion, as you can see. And if you do not like it, that's fine. I like it. Like everything has its naming scheme in my system and it's all clean. Like every freaking entity, almost. There are 2, 3 that are impossible to change at this point. But everything is named like the automation, the room it's in, area, which can be divided in 2. So it's a bedroom, in this case the master, it's climate, high, low. So basically every thinking thing in my system has nice titles. And that's pretty much. If I go into my states, in case that interests you. You can see all the automations pretty nicely here. Which is, yeah, I don't know. Why is there no Twitch integration for chat controlling stuff at your home, Frank? Well, that's because our Twitch integration does not support chat. And that's actually a bit of a shame. I've been looking into it to do it once. Twitch is actually based on IRC. So Twitch itself is IRC based. So if you build an IRC integration, you could just hook it up with Twitch. But yeah. Lol just found the button. Okay, the button. Is your dev state page? I had one found in Google Calendar, which I really... Oh. There's a search in your... Oh, the dev stage. Ah, that's something people do not know. Did you know you can filter entities here? A lot of people don't. I recently learned that Dr. C's didn't know either, but you can filter entities here. So example, I'm looking for my bathroom. It's the master bathroom, so master would probably be better. Here we go, we have all the master bathroom stuff, which is not that much. So that's nice. We could do all media players. Or lights, which is probably a bad idea, but yeah. So that's a filter, that's cool. Or state off. Here's all the stuff that's off. People do not realize you can do that. People like Frank should make a shit ton of money by consulting Home Assistant installation, cleaning out the clutter in the configs, cleaning up naming conventions. But it's not that hard, it's just write it down, how would you like to name your things? And go for it, make it happen. Just one by one. Do not try to do them all at once, just 1, 2, see how it looks, do another couple, go to bed, try again tomorrow, do another one, and just slowly progress in your system. That's how I try to do it. I give that advice maybe a lot, but the reality, I'm not doing it. As in, I try to make it clean and nitty, but I'm lacking a lot of time in general. I am having too much fun building stuff. You can search within attributes, you can. Yeah, you can search for true. So you can search for values. Filter attributes for remaining. That's one, just this timer. I have 2 entities, no need for filter. That's a dev system, probably. Home Assistant config linter. What's that about? Okay, after another IP, then changing it back, then I fixed. Now I can install AdGuard. Here we go, Timo. And the things that drives you crazy about HA, things that drive me crazy about Home Assistant. I rant about things a lot, and that's easy. But if you ask me that questions like so, I think most of the issues are actually gone that I ranted about in the past. Things I don't like is currently the thing I most don't like is the Ingress feature. Like, the Ingress feature is great. It's perfect. It's really the best thing since sliced bread. But this is wasted space. And now I can hear thinking, yeah, but Frank, you're already wasting this space. Yeah, that's because I'm streaming now. My screen is actually way bigger since I'm using half of my screen. But during the stream. But in general, I would like to. I do not want to look at this at this point. It's not of my interest. In the early betas, we had a button to toggle this. Like in the early development versions, it had issues, so it was removed. But nevertheless, I would love to be able to open and close this. That's a personal thing. So that, and something else. I hate the general misconceptions around Has.io, and I hate amazingly the automations suck in HA, and Node-RED is the awesome world, which I cannot get my head around because it makes no freaking sense. They both have their positions, and I cannot believe how people just go into some new guy that comes into our forums and has an automation issue, and then somebody drops by and just says, well, that's easy in Node-RED, go do it there, and automations and Home Assistant are not good. That's just weird. It's just opinions and taste, and let people find it out themselves. So I'm supporting the Node-RED add-on. I'm building the thing. I do not like Node-RED because I learned I do not like it. But that does not mean people could like it, and give him a shot. Oh well. So those are two different things. Like, one is technical and one is pretty much like a community thing. I currently do not appreciate. I think people should find out. People should try out Has.io and Docker and see what they like. People should try out whatever they like and see how it goes. There is a community SSH add-on, there's a core SSH add-on. Install them both and see what you like. You can just install one and you install the other, play with it, see what you like. There's choices. Explore the choices. Don't let those choices be based on things people say. Make your own decisions in this place, and you will learn along the way. Only have a desk system, so yes it is. Oh, Lydius, what the hell? Are you still not running production? Did you destroy everything or something? Is there an add-on so I can attach my external hard disk to use it as an NAS? No, there's not, Mark. There's not. Unfortunately, nope. A second to complain about the menu. Should be possible to minimize the icon or hide it completely. Yeah. Oh well, HA is all about choices. I completely agree, and I even did my best to make it better, and to even come on, to even attest to that, because I created this list. I created the awesome HA list. In case you haven't seen it yet, you should. Because this is a list I created which lists all kinds of things. Add-ons that are available, custom cards, tricks, themes, links to YouTubers, and links to articles, blogs, DIY projects. I don't know, man. Tons of stuff in here, all Home Assistant related, and you can find, like, make up your mind, go browse through them, see what you like, try them out. It's easy, especially if you're on Has.io. Some things are just simpler because you can hit install and uninstall real quick. But in general, just browse, go man, go explore. The ecosystem is big. Lovelace is so underrated. I don't think so. I think Lovelace is really lifting off. If you have a big system like Carlo does, for example, and you have tons of things in, switching to Lovelace is not a thing you would do in a second. So people, well, my website link is not there. Well, I'm pretty sure, Juan, you're in here. Here you are. How to set up Lovelace. And 20 great themes with links to your website. And then we have a YouTube channel link. I think you're featured pretty much though. But yeah, feel free to add it and open a PR. Let's check the PRs, by the way. Is there a PR open? Something that wants to add something. 2 PRs open. Nice. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I have the same thing about the subreddit all the time. Everybody's solution is different and you should try them to decide what fits best for you. Yeah, the same is for the configuration. I see a lot of people copying my configuration and some people don't like my configuration setup. That's fine. Try it. See what you like, and if you don't like, tweak it until you have something you like. I tweaked mine setup and my directory structures tons of times until I was satisfied. And I think that's... And things change. Tomorrow something new comes along, something new, and that makes it like exciting. Like we have Ingress since a couple of months now, and it's exciting, it's cool. And now we have AdGuard, and it's exciting, it's cool. And maybe you like Pi-hole more, that's fine. So yeah, it's also there. It's choices. You make up your own mind. I always say I do not like Node-RED. Still, I maintain Node-RED because I think some people like it. That's cool, right? Is it possible to do submenus on the left in Home Assistant menu bar like Production Network? Nope. Code server is unable to watch for file changes. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not good. All gone. I've been probably years since I had a production system now. Oh, Ludius, come on, man. That's deep, man. Bit maybe. Yeah, both good. Node-RED is easier to learn if you're new to the world of automation. I don't know. There's something about JSON that I do not like. And if you go into, let's be honest, if you go into the a new Visual Studio add-on and you start typing and the auto completion, that's not possible. In not as easy and not as nice in typing the JSON payloads and stuff. But it's taste. It's absolutely taste. I sent you an MP4 on Discord on that Stave Desk page.
Hello, motherfucker.
Still believe it's weird. I will check it later. Hey, Soldy. Hello. Want some surprise, motherfucker? How do you do, mate? Lovelace is so underrated. I had a part already. The thing I don't like about some devices is have to configure with UI and others with config JOML. Yeah, but that's a state of change we're in, right? So more and more stuff is going to the UI. For the AdGuard, for example, there's no way you can configure it for your configuration of JOML. The whole AdGuard integration is pure UI based. There is no JOML entry. And I'm a JOML fanboy, by the way. but there's no configuration entry for that whole freaking integration. It's pure UI. That's the only way to configure AdGuard Home. You just go in, you click, and you go. That's all. And if you do not have SIO, it will ask you for the credentials and the hostname and those kinds of things. But it's pure... What is your Discord channel, please? Type !Discord. And then you get a URL from the bot. I think. I hope. It would be good to know if it still works, though. Finally trying. Actually, I have to create an unstuck 502 error. Oh, that's not good. Check the logs. There's something wrong with starting the add-on. If I had to pick my favorite change with HA all the years, it would definitely be Lovelace. Yeah, Lovelace was big. Is big. Still. It still is. I'll take that back. I'm so way behind the chat again. Still on my first question from half hour, so... Should I point my hash server to an external DNS? Yes. I would do it best. Depends on your system, mate. I cannot answer that. Do you have to set this in the router again? In Resolve? No, not in Resolve. Depends on your system, though. It's all system dependent. I cannot look into how your system is built and set up and what you use and do. Do you use Netaplan? Do you use the network manager? How do you use... how... I don't know. I cannot smell that from here. Sorry? Oh, Fiat UI editor raw is pretty bad. Yeah, I do not like editing YAML via raw editor. But that's personal again. Some people like it. Dr. C's likes it a lot. To be able to do all those things like straight from the UI. I can imagine why. I love your config structure. Thank you, Nesty. Is there a way to set up a custom order of Ingress tabs? Don't think so. You look funny without a hat, some sort. Heck, I didn't even think you had hair on there. Okay, I'm sorry, mate. Let me solve this. Better? Here, have a snicker. I'm so used to old school HTML, CSS, and the editor browser feels for me like working straight in YAML. Do you have any must-have VS Code extensions? Bracket colorizer or something. Colorizer, bracket colorizer thingy. VS Code extension, bracket colorize. Bracket pack colorizer 2, this one. Number 2, not number 1, number 2. This is a must-have extension for freaking everybody. It gives your brackets different colors, so you can identify easily which goes where. And it also shows scopes with the light little lines. I hope it's visible on the stream. So if you're in Visual Studio Code and you program, this works in many languages. And this is absolutely one of my favorites. So here you go. That's one of my favorite extensions. It's just like saying shut my pile. People think I'm weird though. Oh. What AdGuard filters do you use? I don't know, a bunch. If you go to, I think I have the URL here. frank.link/ filters, I think. Filter list? Filter list. It was filter list. I hope I had the URL right. This is straight from my Hapo. This should provide, yeah, no, that's incorrect. Then it's filter list. Sorry, that's the wrong URL. I did not want to promote my blog though. Filter list. Oh man. Filters. Okay, it's filters. It's just filters. Frank.link. Yeah, if the link is unknown, it will redirect to my home. It's filters. frank.link/filters. This is a website that provides filters for AdGuard, Pi-hole, and all kinds of different pieces of DNS and ads filtering softwares. And you can filter those based on the program you want to use. So you can look at all the lists, see when they are updated, what's on it, and how much is updated, I think, who the maintainer is, where it's coming from. And then you can say, okay, I want to have AdGuard Home list, compatible lists, and it will filter down the list for you, so you can make a better selection. It filter on how many domains and the last updates, sort them, and do all kinds of cool stuff. So that's a pretty useful piece of website to have if you have like DNS filters or I don't know, something like that. Much better, thank you, Solly. About the same as you were, to be honest. Debian has I installed with your GIST, but I'll check the network manager first now. Oh wait, that's the installation problem you have. There's a I did like with Paddyland, I think it's Paddyland. If you go into our Discord and you search for network manager or netplan or a resolve.conf, you probably find a conversation with me and Paddyland on the Discord server for about 2 weeks ago, where I give like a whole step-by-step instruction on how to do that on the knowledge in that scenario. What do you use to make a shortened URL? It's called your URLs. And you use Pi-hole and AdGuard? No, I use AdGuard nowadays. I drop Pi-hole completely, but because I like AdGuard more, and I think the integration that I've built is going to help with that. I like having this. This is something like parental controls, safe search. Those are safe browsing. Those are things that is not going to be provided by Pi-hole. Pi-hole just do the filtering. And that's it. And I think that's a shame. I think that's a shame. But yeah, that's what it is. With the new 9.5b0 version, I have AdGuard running. I got discovered, it says an error. If you look in the system log. Yeah, that's correct. There's a bug in the AdGuard add-on, that's why it's called beta. And if you're, like I said before I started installing this, I'm running the dev add-on, and the dev add-on works. So it's an issue with the add-on. I'm releasing a new version of AdGuard Home. I had hoped it could do it before the stream, but I have not made it. But I'm probably going to release this tomorrow or Sunday. A new version which fixes that issue, but it's a beta for a reason, and I'm happy the beta is there because it allows me to fix this before it actually goes to the masses. So the reason why it works on my screen is because I run the dev version which has the fix already. Are you using self-signed certificates for your add-ons? No, I actually use actual certificates, but because I have split DNS in my home, I can use my outside facing SSL certificates in my home. It's called DNS split DNS, which allows me to actually use my SSL certificate on my home network, and which is pretty cool. But it's pretty advanced. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, skip it, don't worry about it. Go. Or search for it and learn, but yeah. I'm a Docker Home Assistant, no Has.io. I don't care if I should change from Pi-hole to AdGuard. Doesn't matter that much. Even if you're on Has.io, you don't care, since switching, it would be hitting the uninstall button and install on Pi-hole, so people on Has.io don't care as well. Oh, that makes sense. It's not on Edge. It is on Edge, but it's untested, since there's the dev version upgrades also the Linux that's running underneath it. It's upgrading a lot of packages. It runs some new API package for the communication with Has.io, so that has been updated. So I would not do. Are you going to update Unify add-on soon? Update to what, by the way, Gary? It's up to date. The Unify add-on is on latest greatest. I checked yesterday, by the way, to be sure. I don't know. Oh sorry. Yeah, sure. I don't know if you should change from Pi. Oh, that's your question. It's if you're in Docker, try. Go, try, just try. I don't care. Sorry, I don't know. You're right. My misinterpretation. I missed it. What's the issue with AdGuard add-on? There's no issue with AdGuard add-on. It works, but if you run the beta, the automatic integration discovery is broken at this point. So I'm going to release a new version of the AdGuard add-on, which fixes that specific issue for 9.5, but that's only applicable if you run the beta and you want to use that new integration with auto discovery. But you can still go in here, and my chat just crashed, so I lost all the chat history, so that's great. Thank you, Restream guys. If you ever go do streaming, don't use Restream. I'm sick and tired of those guys. I wish I had something new. Can I still see part of the history of the chat? I had a message saying new version today, I think. Then I missed that mail. Nope, not in my mail. I missed part of the chat. Can I find here something? It's not on Edge. Oh yeah, it's on Edge. I had that part. I think I'm down now. Here we go. The chat's still working. Can somebody say? Ah. How well would AdGuard run on a Pi? Better than Pi-hole. It's more lightweight. It has less moving parts. It has far less moving parts. It's. I can check for you if you want to. Let's see. I think it's on. This is my dev box for add-ons, so this gives me insight into how things are going under the hood. So in this case, AdGuard is running, right? Look here. So it's running at 1.2 megabytes of memory. Let me size it up a little for you. Oh great, now I lost like the menu. Come on. I don't want this shit. Let's try it again. AdGuard. AdGuard CPU memory. No, well, the CPU is low, but this is obviously not loaded. But it has loaded all lists. So this is 1.2 megabytes of memory. This will run and fly on a Pi. Louis Guns, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. You're now officially a Home Assistant homie. Please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? That's easy. Amazing dashboard. Yeah, the AdGuard is cool. I never been able to turn it into an add-on because it needs stuff that's not available, but yeah. Send link of that left sidebar shortcut plug-in. That's not a plugin, this is native. You mean this piece? This is native. This is just a native Vivaldi, mister. Nasty. You were saying something like if you don't have the update, you can. Yeah, oh, sorry. If you have the if you haven't have the update yet, then you could go in. You could go into integrations and do the manual thing. You could go in. I thought I saw it. Where is it? Here it is, I guess. Yeah. Well, this isn't. This is another machine. At me. This machine. I have too many machines. Way too many machines. I think I lost the whole machine. Yeah, I loaded the dashboard over it. 8, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. You go in here. Configuration, integrations, and you can hit the plus sign right here, right? And if you can do a manual, so if you trigger it from here, Well, in my case, it's aborted because I already have set it up. So let's delete it for a second. Here we go. So you don't have AdGuard. The integration automatic configuration fails. You can go in here, AdGuard Home, and you can just use this to configure it. So this will work. So if the auto discovery is broken at this point, you can still add it manually. Every time I get a new ideas from your stream. Oh, that's good to hear. Every time I'm doing the stream, I'm pretty amazed people are missing things. As in, it's hard for me, but as in, I'm all day working on this stuff, right? What's the difference between Bracket Collage 2 and Bracket Collage 1? It's newer. I can't install BC2 and the VS Code add-on. Ah, but I can install. Yeah, then you should. It's just a new and improved version that's still beta. So I guess the reason why it's beta, that's probably the reason why it's not available in the add-on. But if you have native, then the 2 version is available. But it's mainly it has a little bit more features. Like it's a newer, much more improved and polished version. But the 1 version is already golden as well. But there's not much use for jumble stuff, though. Cool. Basic functionality is the same though, right? Yes, absolutely. But cool, it now has lost the integration here, which I do not understand yet since it is there. But if we restart the add-on, it should pop up again. Or do I need to restart Home Assistant to do that? This is still weird. This is something I do not get. Like, it has been discovered before, it has been removed. I'm not sure how Home Assistant works, but this is not a normal use case I did here, so fine by me. Cool, thanks. You're welcome, mate. That's the way you can add it. I think you can do localhost. I think the port is visible in the add-on. Check. It says something about port. Here it is. This port. This is it. Integrations. AdGuard. It doesn't use SSL. Submit. Here we go. Finish. Voila. So that's without discovery. Works like a charm. So anything else I can show you guys? It's AMA day. I had a lot of questions though, but is there something else I can do besides AdGuard, showing how to install Has.io and the differences between all those? I think we had some really large things covered today, by the way. I've YOLO'd my installation. I have a question. Okay, I gotta run. Hold on, I'll be right back. Quantum Tech is asking a question. I'm going to run for a sec. That's, by the way, for sure. I'm going for the toilet. So drop your question in the chat if you have something. And it's AMA day. I can show you things. I have enough setups and systems where we can play around with. So go drop it in the chat. I'm going to visit the little restroom here. Hold on, be right back.
Whatever happened to the happiness? Do what you want to get it back for us. You take your time, then let me know if you wanna stay or if you wanna go. I know you have difficulty knowing me, but you don't have difficulty showing me that we just need to get away. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. We haven't got unlimited time. Sun is out and you get to your prime. We're falling for love, we're falling for lust, we're falling through everything. You see the summer's getting closer. We don't feel like we are getting older. So show me what you have to bring. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me?
And back again. Always good to visit the restroom. Okay, never mind. Let's see. What's going on in the chat? Juan had a question, but I'm not sure if he dropped it yet. Kubruger, you had some pull requests you were looking for. Oh yeah, I was looking at the pull request for the awesome list somewhere. Where is it? Here. You have 2 new awesome list items and you're not looking at the desktop, so you have no clue what I'm talking about. I will go into those. I have them in front of me, so 2 new cool items for maybe 2 awesome items for the awesome list. Juan and Tech, I'll wait. Oh, the waiting has been done. Juan, what do you want to ask, Juan? Tell me something funny that happened this weekend. Well, the weekend just started. Past weekend. Something funny that happened. That's a weird question. Honey? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Time flies, I don't know. No. I'm sorry, I do not have something top of mind. Let the spam begin. Oh, here we go. Ruiz Gons cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, mate. That's appreciated. Yep, getting control software update is now available. Okay, then I should update. I have an update pending for the Unify add-on. New base image, so this will fit right in. Noted. I will we'll upgrade this weekend for sure. That will be done. Juan, how do you do? Come on, mate. What's the question you wanted to ask, mate? Go in and drop. Is he typing? What do you guys think? Or maybe he visited the restroom as well. He's getting a beer. This is a fine one, by the way. Juan, are you still there? Okay. Set fast that time. Oh, I think so too. That better. So let's switch to my desktop back again. Here we go. We had 2 PRs. I have 2 PRs on the awesome list. Let's see if we can add it in. If it's nice. The circadian lightning component. I use that freaking thing, and it's freaking awesome. It's a custom component. It's much like the flux component. I'm here. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm back again. Drop your question. So this is circadian component, and I love it. It's like the flux component, and what it basically does, you can hook it up to a light, and the light, the color of the light and the brightness of the light will adjust to the time of day automatically, much like the flux component, but it does it way nicer and better, and it's pretty nice. So if the beginning of the evening, like dusk falls, it will turn on light bright, and you will need a bright light that's like bluish to mimic the daylight a bit, and then later in the night it will just slowly fade and be more warm. That's kind of cool. I use this thing and I love it. I use it for my outside lights as well. I really love it. Sun position, color, temperature, brightness. Yep, that's how it works. I love this thing. Let's see how the description is. I use this on my outside lights, for example, and the hallway. Like, that's not like the hallway is not like the place where you would pick colors and stuff. It's a light that goes on by motion sensing. But if I go into the hallway at darkness, it will be warm and soft, like not bright on the eyes. But if I go in when it slowly is getting dark, like sunset, then it will be bright and okayish to keep the light the same as the outside light. So you're already used to the light that's there. Let's see how it looks. Circadian light. Circadian light, you slowly synchronize your color, changing lights with the regular, naturally occurring color temperature of the sky through the day. That's a perfect fine description there. This is a perfect fine entry. It looks good, no spelling errors. American English. Just this, the link title? I'm just going to fix that. That's not to my likings. 268. 268. Let's fix the title. Here we go. That's a custom component I definitely like. Any Lovelace custom cards add-on store planned? It already is. There is already one. It's called HACS. So the Home Assistant Component Store, I think. Or Component System, I'm not sure. HACS. It's created by Ludius. He's in the chat as well. You can install that custom component and it will add like a store for your custom cards and components as well. But I love this one. Approve it. That is absolutely. Oh. Thanks, chef. With a comma. So circadian lightning, it's I love it, and it definitely it's a pretty nicely built thing. I'm the administrator. I will squash and merge it. Sparkles, ads. The commit message a bit. Here we go. Hi. Any update on the WireGuard add-on? Yeah, I'm actually using it a bit, and I'm actually pretty liking it. There's some polishing I need to do, but in general it works fine. I'm using it on my phone, and the great thing is I'm using, because I set it so that as soon as I leave my home Wi-Fi, my AdGuard will connect to, on my phone, my iPhone, will connect to my AdGuard. And because of that, I'm always connected to home. And I do full-blown tunneling. So everything, all data goes through my home. And I've forced AdGuard as well. So on my phone, I actually have my AdGuard running, my AdGuard add-on available when I'm not at home. So as I have ad filtering on my phone wherever I am, without weird applications or stuff to run. It's just my filtering just works, so that's cool. I'm pretty much loving it. WireGuard has received the first audit, which is they passed successfully. It's going to be one hell of an add-on, and I want it to be perfect. This thing is going to be perfect, or else I will not do anything with it. When I open my controller on my phone, I get a WebSocket connection error. Not sure, mate. I get it the same, but the website still shows 5:10:24. Yeah, I did not have a notification. I'm normally informed by Unify about an update. So I get a mail from them with, hey, dude, there's a new version. So, good evening, bought an Intel NUC this week. Oh, cool, mate. Installing Proxmox on my Intel NUC and watching the stream. Cheers. Cheers, Ruben. Congratulations on getting one. That's cool. Still haven't made the jump from custom component updater. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, that's on my list as well. BM. Hey, Frank. Hey, mate. How do you do? Did you try different brands of light? Yes, I have you, and I have Tradfria from IKEA. So my lights are mainly Zigbee based, and those two are actually the lights I use. And I have some different Philips Hues. I have Philips Hue outdoor and indoor, and I have LED strips. I've made LED strips with ESP Home. I actually like IKEA pretty much, especially with decons. Decons is just wow. Decons. And let me see, what's this? Light entity card. What's a light entity card? The light entity card. Control any light switch entity to your loft light. But how is this different? This sliders look a bit different. Oh, this just shows up in your Lovelace like so. That's pretty cool. Some issues though. Full row, but limited. That's pretty cool. Is that useful? Is that awesome? Guys, what do you think? Is that awesome? That's what I'm looking to do. That's a cool one. I hope I get it. Does WireGuard need port forwarding? Yes, sure it does. If you're looking for something that does not need port forwarding, I would recommend Zero Tier. It does not do full tunneling, but if you are looking for a way to access your system from outside and anywhere, Zero Tier, the add-on, which is already available, is pretty much amazing in doing that. It's click install, hit run, register on their website, get the network key into the add-on config, start the shizzle, and there you go. And it's so freaking easy to do. Like, punch through VPN, it will punch through like freaking anything. I do not think it goes through the firewall, the Great Firewall China, but yeah. What does tunneling means? It's more like forwarding, masquerading. How do you explain? So if you have hooked up to a VPN, you could like access the specific devices on the other network. You become part of the other network. You could configure it in a way where you're just accessing that devices, or you could do full-blown routing and tunneling, or there are different names for it. But in general, it means that all the data, including you visiting websites and Facebook and apps, and all the data is going through the VPN tunnel instead of just skipping it unless you hit the device in the network that the VPN provides. So those are two different settings. I'm testing a full VPN setup with WireGuard, where my phone flows all the data through the VPN tunnel through my home. So there's no data on the network which I'm visiting at that point. Everything is secure. Decons plus IKEA plus HA is love. Yeah, I think so too. It's an amazing solution. Seems to take up a lot of real estate though. Yeah, it does, right? It does take up a bit of real estate. Has anyone found downlights that are color changing? As in color spectrum? I do have white spectrum from IKEA. But there are like downlights that support GU10 based lights with color support. They exist. Holy crap, my Home Assistant just killed itself. I'm always amazed at Nonlux how you managed to kill the freaking thing. I tried to separate HA and my IT fits in different subnets, but I had issues. Cannot find my LFX hubs anymore. That's probably because of MDNS repeating, Mr. Bonani. How do I connect Google Home Mini to 0 tier? You can't. That you can't. It's probably funny. It's really funny. The card's what you get when you click on Light Entity anyway. Yeah. MDNS works fine, every device except LifeX. Don't know, mate. What did you send me this time? Oh. I'm sorry, I should not laugh at this, but it's kind of funny. Testing configuration at config. Found not found / config. Okay. You are in a bit of deep trouble, mate. You have issues, or your system has issues. Actually, I'm sorry. It's a bit funny. What is the ninja watching that's so funny? I have no clue. I'm going to peek. I'm going to peek. Well, the TV is paused, so it's definitely not the television that's making us wrong. Somebody is left.
Dit is een filmpje. Dat is allemaal dingen. When Dutch people getting drunk. It's so funny.
God.
Kijk dan.
What is it?
When Dutch people get drunk. Oh, hij is echt geweldig.
It's a bit funny, I have to agree. I think I cannot show it though. Is she drunk? No, she is not.
No, I'm not. I have to work.
She has to work.
Get erin. Plonk.
I'm not going to watch the whole thing.
Nee, maar hij is echt zo grappig.
God. No, I'm not going to get out.
Oh, ik zet hem niet op de app.
No, you don't have to send it to me. God.
Dutch people.
Dutch people are really funny when drunk. Okay. That's a pretty good explanation. Oops, lol. LiveX discovery is based on layer 2 broadcast. You have to be on the same subnet. Here we go. I didn't know though. I do not have LiveX, so it's really funny as she had more beers than you did. This is still my first, by the way, and she had one. She has to work in the morning really early. What else? Zit hij dan aan het bier? Which means there he is sitting drinking beer, something. But the chat can't find it. Do you have, and then like you did have the bind mount stuff, right? Is it still up? Check it. Share the laughter and the pain. It's just like bad movie. Phil Collins. Not sure. How you configured your network? Was there any write-up? Especially your NOT sounds damn awesome. Oh, thank you. No, there's not a write-up. I'm not. I tried. I actually recently tried to do a write-up. So I actually recently did like my first thing, blog, write-up, proper thing ever, I guess, which I'm pretty proud of. And maybe I will do more. I actually kind of like doing it. So maybe that's a subject, but I have tons of subjects already, to be honest, but maybe I should just add it. I don't think I've ever heard a laugh that hard in the 6 months I've been here. Really, Robert? How do I get AdGuard to do local or my local domain stuff? Timo. Oh, good question. Well, let me get Vivaldi here. Okay, I will check in a sec. Let's do this light entity card. What do you think? Should this be added to the awesome list? Yes or no? Say yes or no. Oh, and let me do something else, which we haven't done in a long time. Let me do something else. Yeah. We haven't done that in ages. We haven't done that in ages. As lipsticking fan, but not since. Thank you so much for the blog post. You're welcome, mate. I bought 4 plugs. I'm grateful. Oh, cool. Not enough difference with the default light card. I agree. I'm not sure what to do with this. Stickers. For completion, the list, yes, but really awesome, no. Yeah, but it's the awesome list, Tico, so it should be awesome or it should not be on it. Here we go, ticket. Oh, ticket. It's not going to work from YouTube, by the way. If you want to enter the sticker giveaway, head over to Twitch. On Twitch, you can enter, but not on YouTube. I do not have the awesome stuff Dr. Z's had at this point, but if you do ticket or exclamation mark enter, you can get a ticket. And then I will draw a winner later on, so go ahead, go in. Let's do a sticker giveaway. Haven't done it. Solify, when are you going to send the previous batch? I have sent one batch already, and I'm planning on sending the second batch after this weekend. And then everything should be up to date. So I've already sent out a batch though. So I'm catching up. So since I'm going to send the final batch this weekend, Monday I have most of them packed already. That will be, well, one more. There we go. Cool, waiting for my I know. I've seen the first Twitter messages popping up with photos from the pack.
Goeiedag, Frank.
Hello. How do you do? Siri? I did not call you anything. Anyway, never mind. I don't know in what work had to do it anyway. Well, good try. Here we go. +1 for writing your Edge router. It's a pretty darn big configuration there. That would not be a small write-up. It's really big. If you're interested, yeah, it's not the Edge router. The hookup is doing something on Unify and network separations. But for the Edge router, it's pretty darn huge, large, complex. No, the map is a little big to me, even personally, provided that when the lamp is switched off. The card is nice, but not awesome enough. We agree. Okay, we agree, it's not awesome enough. This one's already added. During the stream, we've concluded this card isn't awesome enough. Although nice, it is not directly Here we go. Hey Frank and homies, hey to Sky, how do you do? Goeiedag, Solofly. And ticket. Type exclamation mark ticket, guys. There are only 14 people now. That's like easy to get. It's easy to jump in. There's a high percentage of, well, you're going to get it. Go, go, go. Exclamation mark ticket. Just here we go. So maybe I should do like something I've never done before. Let's see. How can I tweet from here? Doing a Home Assistant, doing a HA and SIO community add-on sticker giveaway on Twitch right now. So if you join the stream in 5 minutes, you could enter it. Here we go. Never done this, by the way. I'm not that. Here we go. Did I do it correct, by the way? Yeah. What points? Oh, you need points. Can I turn off points? Can I turn off points? Can I still add this? Can I still add the giveaway? No, I can't. Give the guy some points. Give Turner some points, guys. Or hit subscribe, you get points enough in that case, Turner. Give a Turner. It's got exclamation mark, I think. Sleep on. Night night. Here we go. So you have coins. You could now enter. Everybody gives him points. Should now be able to enter. Here we go. What's the contest? It's stickers. Home Assistant stickers and Has.io add-on stickers. I got some left. I do not have them right here. I do have an envelope here. So I do have a bunch of these official Home Assistant stickers still. These I got from Paulus, so these are pretty rare. These are like you cannot buy them. I still have a couple, so I will put at least one of these in. These are pretty rare, so only one. I will put in a bunch of the Has.io add-on stickers in as well. So here we go. And I will make an envelope with all kinds of stickers in it, and I do have some KUT stickers as well, which is not in this envelope, which I missed. That's sad though. It should be in here. I should fix this envelope. So then I will send you one of those of these envelopes. Like this is a blank one, and I will put in a bunch of stickers, and then I will send you like a Home Assistant sticker. And community stickers, and maybe I throw in GitHub stickers, and I got a lot of those stuff. So go ahead and enter. And then we had Timo. Timo had a question about AdGuard a couple of seconds ago. Are you still here, Timo? You probably are. Let me see. Where's my production system? AdGuard Home. You asked on how to do local stuff, right? DNS settings. So what you can do, you can read if you read, like if you go into the upstream DNS server settings, Timo, you could go in here. Hey, I just see you, Wayne. Thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. You're now officially Home Assistant homie, and please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? That's a question. So if you go here, you can there are some examples, and one of the examples is how you can specify for a specific domain or subdomains a specific upstream, so you can change the upstream. So this is how I upstream local to the original router instead of to Cloudflare. So local is going to my router, or local request. Well, thank you for the follow, that's appreciated. You're now officially Home Assistant homie. Please let me know in the chat, sir. Do you like cats or dogs? So this will actually send local to my router and not to Cloudflare. So this is how you could do that. Does that answer your question? I hope I still had a question right though. Oh man, the chat is spamming. Adding awesomeness, fucking homies, hey mate. Looking forward to Rob's third video about Unify. Maybe I convert this USG setup to Edge router. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. It's doable, I would say. Good. The hard part of the week is over. I agree. I'm here for the stickers. Oh boy. Failed to enter giveaway. 12 has already helped. Here we go. All these stickers, man. Here we go, guys. Can you buy multiple tickets? No, you can just one. Get one ticket, one person. It's going to be fair, right? We should do it fair. Those will go up my laptop if I do win. I guess that's where everybody puts them these days. Lol, worth a try. I'm new to this. There we go. My HA server needs one. Oh man, I have these things everywhere. Literally. Especially the add-on ones. I had like these are mine, right? So I have really many of them. And I put them everywhere. It's just like, this is mine, so let's put my sticker on it. Like this is my book which I carry around, which has the sticker on it, and yeah, I put it everywhere. Thank you so much. Here we go. He was helped. Join the party! Will the stream be uploaded to YouTube? Yes, it's available on YouTube already, and you can see it. They, sure, good enough. They like trains. They like trains. I cannot. We cannot. That's not like. That's not appropriate. We cannot do that. Ticket too late. No, Dirk. It's only working on Twitch, not on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, the local stuff. I'm think some good names for my server. We have to think of a good name for your server. Server assistant? No, that's lame. That's lame. I don't know, man. Raspberry Pi case needs some stickers on the top. Guess so. Wonder where the ninja sticker is. I do not have ninja stickers. Any chance you get Nextcloud as an add-on? Keith, my add-on request list is so big, and if you've noticed, I've tuned down on the add-on creation process. That's because every add-on I create, I have to maintain. And I currently have over 60 repos in my management, which is a lot of to maintain the time I have. So adding more add-ons is becoming problematic for my time management in general. So I'm not releasing that much add-ons.
Smoke weed. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. 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 Damn, son.
Damn son. I could have done the video though. Cell phone? Not sure what is with a cell phone. CD-ROM, try that later. I'll fix IoT LAN connection issues. Okay. My laptop is filled with burn energy stickers. Ooh. Might not need a sticker. Roger. How does one trigger sounds? Oh boy. What's this? Oh boy. What's going on, man? You would probably should go into Otto's his server and ask there. He's probably giving you the right answer to this. I'm not. I have no clue on this piece. Where's my... Here it is. Ticket. Can somebody give Ruben some points? He does not have points. I can give him points, I think. Let me open up Twitch here. Give at Ruben. Oh. Ruben. That's actually pretty sucks that I cannot, like... Oh, I only have 30? Like, wait, what? Like, you're limiting me? I can give out so many points as I wanted, bitch. You bitch. There we go. So now you can enter, Ruben. Human Vettel crashed multiple times. Ah. Surfing in Charion, the bootsman, how to bring you over the river. Okay. JK Hisser, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. You're now officially Home Assistant. Homie, please let me know in the chat. Do you like cats or dogs? That's an important question for me. Cats or dogs? How does the point system work? If you do things like subscribing, following me, say hi, chat a bit, watch, stick around a bit, you will get points. That's how it works, I guess. I'm not sure. I did not invent this system, but that's how it works. Something, and you can just, like, I don't know. Oh, thank you for the coins there, Robert. That allows me to give out points to guys that don't have them. But did you enter, Fairy Boy? Was that possible? volume for Formula 1 drivers as server names? I'm not sure. But it sounds cool if they crash, but I kinda... well... Never worked with Twitch, but a sticker on my NUC is pretty cool to me. Is there a way to pull snapshots from the console? Yes. Does that answer your question? And also you can run the hasio command and it can create a snapshot, if that's your question. If you created a snapshot, it will be in /backup. And you can use the scp command to get it out. Or use Samba, or use WinSCP from Windows to connect to SSH over to the server and pull. At 30 the giveaway. At 30. It just hit the 30. I give it a couple of minutes more. Nah, I ain't restored the snapshot via command line. I will Google the answer. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Let's go. Okay. Under knowledge F. Up to bed now. Okay. Yeah, I should go to bed as well, by the way. I have a long weekend. My fiancée has to work. So I have the kids this weekend. And yeah. Love you too, mate. Thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you around. Yeah, let's trigger it. Let's do this shit. So if you haven't done yet, type !, enter, last chance to do this. CJ Davis, thank you for the follow, man. That's appreciated. Let's wait until this counter hit 20. Then we waited 20 minutes. So go up. This is last chance to type !, enter, or ! ticket, I think. Ticket. Yeah, ticket. I'm Slays. Hey, Frank. Hey, mate. How do you do? Gijs, enter. Sorry, Gijs. It doesn't work from YouTube. It works only on Twitch. You live in us. We have still 4 more hours of work. Yeah, really? But it's exactly midnight now at my time zone. So I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You could run over to Twitch. Just go to Twitch/Frank. If you want to, I'll wait. Just say if you want it, I'll wait for you in that case. So twitch.tv/Frank. Sorry, Sven, it's not working from YouTube. If you want to do that, go to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Frank. It only works from Twitch. Shucky. 000 here, yeah. There we have Gijs. Okay, here, hold on, Gijs. Give het Gijsje net 20. Here we go. Try again, Gijs. Try again, mate. We're waiting for Gijs now. We're all waiting for you, mate. Can I do enter Gijsje net? Oh, that actually works. Oh, I bought a ticket myself, I'm afraid. Yeah, I bought a ticket. I'm going to win these stickers. I'm going to win these stickers tonight. I want the stickers. I want them. Then Frank wins. C. Davis, hey, thank you for the follow. Vim Julian, thank you for the follow. That's appreciated. That's so much appreciated. Too many tickets. You can't buy them all. Like, that's not possible. That will not work. That's for sure. Never mind, and do not understand Twitch yet. But you entered, mister. Guys, you've entered. So you're in. You're in, Gijs. Or Gijsje, that's you, right? So you're in. So don't worry, you're already in. That's okay, it's taken care of. Rick. Okay, let's close the giveaway. Let's make this all. Let's all finish this. Close the giveaway. You can no longer enter the giveaway, guys. Holy shit, what's happening there with my camera? So here we go. Let me look at the list. I think spin the wheel. Yeah, I do not have like the spin the wheel animation. I do have Thomas, but that's about like the most freaky thing I got, right? And the cat, and I do have Snoop, and
Pretty please.
yeah. And probably you guys are going to see it.
Surprise,
so it's going to be a surprise who's going to win. So that's probably good. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and by the time you guys are looking at the result, I already know, but I'm going to say the name and you guys have already seen it. Did you just stop the dank? No? Draw the winner, here we go. And Warren won the giveaway with a 3% chance. Here we go, mate. And then I should do. Day.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Damn, son. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Choo choo. Double sticker day? No, not today. Oh, it is. Here we go. Santropics, thank you. You're also a winner. Here we go. Thank you. Congratulations, man. Thank you for tuning in and dropping by and win some stickers. Oh,
Pretty.
no, wrong buttons. Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise. So that's about it. Okay, close giveaway. So Warren and Stan Tropics, please send me some fries, motherfucker. Some fries. How do I mark giveaways complete? Marks complete. And then why mark is complete and not doing anything. Giveaway completed. All the winners are selected. Oh, it's already done or something. I'm not sure how this works. Okay, let me get that thing out and see. No, not doing triple, mate. I've done double. And I do not have much of these left anymore, so I like to spread it a bit, so give more people the chance to win some at some time. Thanks for the stream and the things you do. You're welcome, mate. Moran and Stan Tropics, please contact me on Discord. Send me your address. If you haven't joined Discord yet, my Discord server is should be popping in now. Here we go. There's my Discord server. Join it and contact me privately. Send me your address, and I will make sure you get like the envelope. Right. So that's one and Stan Tropics. Great. Thanks for the stream, Frank. Awesomeness as usual. I'm not sure. Today I actually did nothing. We just hanged out and it was kind of cool. So yeah, we did a lot of stuff, right? Played around a bit. Great way to start a weekend, friend. Thanks for the Friday stream. You're welcome, mate. And thank you to stream. I liked watching it again. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, sir. Good night, Nesty. And let me switch to my talk screen real quick here. So here, thank you all for tuning in. It's midnight, past midnight here. I'm going to make it up. That's what a chill stream is about, isn't it? Yeah, I usually do more like, I don't know, playing with my system during a chill stream. I have not played for my system enough, but we did answer a lot of questions, and I have been able to show a lot of stuff. like freaking Has.io installations. So that's kind of cool. Chuchomi, I will have a long night restoring. How do you manage it every single time? Don't you have a snapshot? It's ESXi you run. You should have snapshots, bro. Oh man. Sucks. Chill stream for the win, I guess so. Good luck, and I'll listen to that. Indeed. Good luck. Later, Frank, awesome stream. Looking forward to the next one. That's okay, Juan. Juan, I'm looking forward to your stream. Like, I cannot imagine. You put so much time in making the videos perfect, and then you have to start streaming where you do not have the space to do it over again and get out some errors. So I would love to see you streaming one. Is there a way to create states for your Has CLI? Yes, you can. When will you stream? Here we go, Alex. Good question. Have fun with the kids. I definitely will have fun with the kids tomorrow. And tomorrow night and Sunday evening, I will probably be upgrading. Juan, that would be bad. I'm not sure, mate. I truly believe that streaming will make it easier to make the YouTube videos. Allows you to learn you to improvise a bit more quickly. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Meanwhile, I'm going to select the last tune for the stream. Let that be Neon. That's going to be Neon. Absolutely Neon. Juan stream. Yes. Oh, I would love that. I like Bob Ross, but for HA. Oh man. The Juan stream. Please, Juan. Please. Oh, that would be so cool. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed tonight. Rocky Improvement, thank you for the follow. That's appreciated. I cannot ask you anymore for cats or dogs. That controls are gone, but nevertheless, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Have a good weekend. I'm going to say, chucho, homies. Talk to you later.
smoke weed. Hey, damn son, where'd you find this? Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed. Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.